And thank you very much, Zero Shadow, and welcome everyone to another episode of Timberborn. How far did we get while I was gone? About 10 days in? How much food we got? Food has doubled, so we're fine. 67 days to deplete. 26 days for water. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Oh, we got paper for days? Oh, yeah. Oh, we good, son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start with that. This might be annoying to do. But I want to make sure this works. Hello. Oh, Gothic Demoness. Welcome. Hat Dat Sat is playing with, or was thinking about playing with the modded weather. But they said that they didn't want to bother figuring it out. They are also live now. Not asking you to do a thing, if you don't want to. But I wasn't sure if you wanted to poke at them and be like, hey, dork face, this is how a thing works. Or what have you. Up to you. But just in case Hat Dat Sat pops back around or whatever. Just wanted to let you know that they might be reaching out to you for stuff. Also, I gotta remember to do something, which we're gonna do right now, while we're doing a thing. That. For whatever reason, my browser does not respect when I ask to follow someone. I don't know why, but when I click on the follow or unfollow button, it just spins and spins and spins and spins. There we go. Okay. So now, I just popped into Firefox and I followed. Okay, cool. That got done. Perfect. Here's what we're gonna do. Low, 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 and low. We can get this done, so I don't have to prioritize any of this. But yes, thank you very much in advance, and no worries if not. But yeah, Hat had some questions. I'm gonna buy the battery. I'm gonna buy that battery so good. I'm gonna buy that battery. Do I need? I don't need treated planks for any of this, do I? No, fantastic. Good. Our well-being is not butts, so that's awesome. Yeah, I'm using Florp, Floorp. It is another security-minded browser. The difference, Florp, the way in which a friend of mine talked to me about it was, Florp is the difference between LibreWolf, which is like super authoritarian stylized in terms of security and stuff, which is fine, and Firefox, which I won't use base Firefox anymore. So that's what Florp is. It's the merging between those two, and it works a lot of the time. It's just whatever happened last week. Actually followed you when you first joined, but I double checked it. I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't follow anybody. So I went and I clicked it again, and I'm like, follow this person. Nope, sure as nuts, nothing. So I'm like, alright, that's weird. And then I went and I unfollowed somebody else, and it just didn't even whatever. I can be contacted via Discord, etc. Fair enough. Yeah, if Hat pops back or whatever, I'll let him know to reach out to if you have any questions. If they have any questions. Yeah, I got brains. Not really. Okay, how are we doing on trees? Yes, that's what I thought was happening. Go, go, go. This also could be harvested. Are we done with the stuff here? We are. That goes away. Thank you kindly. This, and this, and this. Okay, that frees up a bunch of area over there. How much wheat and stuff do we have? Oh, we're actually out of ingredients. Moons across the stream. Awesome. And also, thank you for the support, as always. We're going to change this to 3 so we just get a harvest in. There we go. Yeah, get a good harvest in. Yeah, how much water do we have? Awesome. Yeah, we're stacked. We're stacked. We're stacked. Nothing to say about that. Okay, other than just repeat the same thing over and over again. Whoa. Camera. Get this built. This just needs logs for the power shaft. A neat challenge I thought of might be to play the game with only the lowest tier of everything your faction is capable of. It might be funny or stupid, I'm not sure which. Like, you can't use the big water wheels as iron teeth. You can only use the small water wheel. Actually, that just sounds really annoying, but that might be fun also. I can't use the big wind turbines. I can only use the little guys. Again, sounds kind of stupid, but might be fun. I would absolutely love to see this game as a archipelago style. Yeah. Building lacks power. Brutta, I am moments away of getting that taken care of for real, for real. Oh, you know what? What if we used right here as our battery? It's a bad battery. It's a bad... just such a bad battery. It's a bad battery, but it would be a quick stopgap for now. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we've got going on. Maybe that's the battle plan. 2, 3... Yep, we are going to get this done. We're going to get this done this session, and it's going to be great. I could probably start with 1 turbine and 1 battery, but if I'm going to be back here messing with any of this, and I got to run this wire anyway, I might as well build all the turbines in line, right? Nico? My little angry man, you want to come over here and say hi to people? No, he just wants to be in the hallway and yell at me. That's also fine. You gotta live your truth, son. You gotta live your truth. And if that means yelling at me from the hallway, that's fine. Like, he super duper knows exactly where I am. Hi. Come on up. Hi. Okay, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold the bucket. People say hold the phone. I mix it up. Hold the bucket. Hi. Hold the whatever. You want to say hi to the Gothic Demoness? Hold on. You gonna cooperate this time? I don't think you will, but I'm optimistic. Hey. Over here. Pick your nose. That's good, he said. Burp, 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 burp. So this is what happens. Like, he's just all over the desk and everything, and like, this is fine. It's fine for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then he'll be like, well, I want to be somewhere else right now. So that's why I can't have like a dedicated pet cam, but... Hey. Oh. There's Nico, yeah. Hello, the Bloom. Hope you're doing well today, friend. Want a little ear rubbins? You love ear rubbins. You love some ear rubbins. Okay, you good? Okay. That's probably... Oh, okay. You can't eat this. Okay. See, it's over there now? Okay. Good lad. Like, he gets a little too excited, and he's like, what if I could eat that? And I'm like, you can, but I won't let you. You can eat anything one time. You can eat anything one time. However, as your parental figure, I'm imploring you not to eat the camera. Yeah, so what happens is he'll mess around here for like another 30 seconds. Right now he's sitting at one end of the desk. And now he wants the camera. So now this is a problem. Yeah, he's just gonna muck about for about another minute or two, and then he's gonna scram. So I don't have like a dedicated spot, though I have tried for it to be like a you chill here mostly. Great. This is where naps happen. And I can work with that. You get this out of here, that'd be great. I love how they all recalibrate. We'll just do this. And you should be able to work that whole thing without an issue. Yep, food is back up like crazy. Oh, did we get all the wheat? Yes, it's all been replanted. Awesome. I don't need 3 workers there. Our science is climbing. Everything's good. Hey. Hey, can you not do that? Okay, and now you're on that side of the desk. That's... no, you can explore. And now you're back over here. Man, I can't play the game. I really want to play the game real bad. We can have catnip and we can play catch and crap later, man. I know. I'm a real jerk waffle. I know. Anyway, sorry. He's my little kitty man doing what a kitty can. Alright, yep, battery. I need metal, though. Yeah. I need the metals. Hey! Hey. Okay. Alright, how about you don't get that anymore, okay? Jeez. Dealing with mod problems due to the updates. Yes, I can show you my mod list to... oh, actually, there's been an update this morning with the, statistics. Good statistics. I did a little modding in 7 Days to Die. And that taught me to never do modding. I made my own type of the turrets, the robotic turrets. I made my own line of robotic turrets. I had a carrying mod. I changed the carrying sizes of vehicles. I did a bunch of like little quality of life stuff. And then what happened was Game Pimps, Fun Pimps, made an update. And they didn't tell anyone what they changed. And every mod developer was like, dude, what the F? All the libraries are broken. Everything's broken. If you can't succinctly say what you changed, this is a problem. And that happened to me about 3 times. And then I'm like, I'm done. It's fine. I'm done. I'm not even going to play the game anymore. I don't know why I care. It's fine. It's done. So that was kind of the idea behind it, which is unfortunate. I did enjoy that game at one time. Nah. It's fine. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Wait until the 1.x. Yeah. That was my original idea about this whole game was like, I'll just wait for 1.x. But, like, I forgot who said... it's really stable already, John. You'll really appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, that's probably valid. And here we are. But yes. Anyone who has the patience to be a mod developer and work on a mod and update it on the regular, I tip my hat. I'm very thankful. Thank you for all the effort you put into it. Really appreciate it. Absolutely. But yeah, waiting till 1.x, yeah. I have a couple of quality of life stuff I want to recommend. Quality of life things I want to recommend to the devs. But like, yeah, I'm also just going to wait till 1.x because they added, you know, all this automation stuff. And I don't want to be like, I'm going to throw a ton of stuff in there. I highly respect modders because they are constantly having to update. Yeah. Yeah, just any game. And they're not being compensated for it. It's a passion project. Yeah, just so much. So much love. Love comes in a lot of forms, and this is definitely one of them. What was my battle plan with this? Oh, yeah, okay. That was my battle plan with this. Ah, well, there you go, Hat. Or there you go, the Gothic Demoness, I mean. Does this tell me how much it might be? 0. Cool. Is 2,000 per meter? I count 6. So 12,000? I'm probably fine with that. I'm probably... You know what? I'm okay with that. I can live with that. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how... I think you should be able to get all that. We'll find out together, clearly. That should work. Okay. I need some metal. But while that's being built, even though I'm absolutely out of planks, I have to figure out some sort of metal deal. It's unfortunate the structure is so awkwardly long. We're done with paper. Awesome. This is going to go back to gears. I don't think I need too much more... Oh, hold on. It's gonna look like this. So the stuff can get removed. Okay. That's how that's gonna look for a while. I don't think I need a ton of gears to get this done. Bum. Okay. Can I get some priority on that, please? Yeah, we're straight out of planks. Yeah, I very much wanted to get this project done and built and done. I should do small bites. I should just really do small bites, but meh. Bum. And having plank production is going to be crazy good. Like any amount of plank production is going to be crazy good. Because I have very tiny, very tiny production. Very tiny. Okay. Cost be danged. I wonder if this is like the easiest way to handle this. This feels like temperamental child way to handle this. I mean, this would handle it. Survived 3 cycles so far. Fantastic, friend. How does that work? Does that work for us? Yeah. Get all this smelted down, build the frickin' battery, which is gonna take a ungodly amount of planks. I don't have the beaver power for this, man. Where am I gonna get the beeves? It's fine. Water is climbing steadily. Fantastic. We're in day 3 of cycle 19. Stuff is going great. Okay, all the pumps are active. That's why we're -8 workers. That just means research is offline, but that's going to give me another crap ton of time of nothing to do, really. You can shut off. Y'all can shut off. That's a bunch of workers. Recovered. Are we not drinking anymore? Okay, takes a while for them to get to their shifts. Something like that. Okay. I mean, stuff is looking good as long as we're producing. Oh, that got a little farther along than I thought that was. Oh, it's all just the rods and stuff, yeah. Whoop. Let's do that hat. Whoop, whoop. Whoopity, whoop, whoop. Do we have stuff here? Is it gears on the floor, probably? Gears and papes. Gears and papes. Papas. Yeah, if we could get that put away, that'd be great. Thanks. Do I need gears? Oh, I need so many gears. Oh my god. Okay, pause the gear thing for a bit. This will give us an opportunity to get some more research done, which I don't really need right now. Oh, hold on. What do I need for this thing? Oh, we researched it. Hot jams. Okay, metal, good. Wood. I got the Tapper Shack. Let's get that too. We're not going to do an aquatic farm, I don't think, for a while. Not for a while. Don't need housing. I would like a builder's union. Thank you. How much is this? 600? Thank you. I might get just a majority of the research done without even the big stuff. The explosives factory costs 400, but the stick of dynamite costs 600? We already have the dynamite. We already I call nuts to all that. That's what I say. I say shenanigans detected. Shenanigans detected. Shenanigans detected. Okay. Now that that's all picked up, can we prioritize this? So that way we can start working on this metal during the thing. We already have a power connection, and I can't put a battery in until we have, you know, metal. So this is kind of the priority. We have tons of logs. I just don't have planks. What if I trash this and just do plank for a while? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I know, hey, I know I'm indecisive. Okay, this is higher priority things. It also just takes logs, so that's not that big of a deal. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Whoops. I forgot to shut the frickin' floodgates. We might get some people sick. Okay, a little bit got through. It'll dilute itself pretty quick, though? I think so. Alright. Yeah, a little bit got through. That's 4 that's off. We have 3 down below still pumping. It's a 21-day bad tide. I'm going to shut you off. We'll have 2 still going. Oh, that sucks. I wasn't fast enough. I got 2 inundated with my own bullcrap yet again. Excellent work, me. Excellent work. Okay, well, the good news is we're going to be able to work on a bunch of planks. Yeah, there's no point having a gear maker if the gear maker is not on, because I need way more planks anyway. So, that's the idea behind that. I've got a ton of time of not a lot going on, which is fine by me. We're actually kind of low on food. 2 beavers is probably correct. Let's go for 3 for a while. Oh, ad break. I don't know, like on the 6th or the 7th of these, I just don't get notified anymore. I don't know why. That's all working. That's all working. Yeah, okay. We're good. The problem with the bread production is we have these long swaths of nothing to harvest. Actually, I'm going to tamp you back down to 2. And now there's, 9 days of nothing going on. The 10th day is the harvest. And then we get this big burst of food. And then it's again, oh, let's call it like 6 days, right? 6 days of we're not really making bread, nothing's really happening. So we could use more farming land. I'm glad we cut this one out. I didn't need 2 farms. But our numbers will come back pretty quick. How much does this feed? 15 days? Yeah, we're fine. Unless I fully contaminated the water below, which would be bad. It'd be really bad. But we're alright. Is any? Let's see if I can get you up here. Hey. It's always Nico that's up here. And... Hold on, hold on, hold on. No scratch, no scratch, no scratch. Sit. Okay, how does this feel? Take it for a test drive? What are you thinking? I don't think he knows what to do. Let's get you on the desk completely. There you go. Okay. You like? Oh, okay, okay. Does not like. Alright. I was hoping that'd be another cool cat cam opportunity, but 0% appreciates anything that was going on about any of that. Oh, gosh, yeah. He was fine. Like, I set him on the desk, and I'm like, this is where Nico usually chills. And he was like, I don't know what to do. So then I picked him up again, and I set him so all of his feet were on the desk, and he was proper. And then he took one step, and he's like, nope, 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 nope. And he just noped himself right off the desk. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to force you to be here, but if you want cuddles and snuggies, you can do cuddles and snuggies. It'd be all cute. So cute. Actually, this can be Dawson Berries. Okay, now he's being real pitiful like he wants to come back up here. You want to come back up here? I'll try it again. No? He's got a real only on my terms vibe going on right now. It's fine. Fine. Cats will say I love you, but on their terms. That's fine. Yep. Okay, this goes away. Cool. Nice to get a little more industrial room. Eventually. So what are we missing? Gears? Fine. I want to stock up on planks before I do anything else. Is all this done? How far are we over here? Hey! Ah. Butt sandwich. Okay. Does this work? Will this solve a thing? I don't think this is going to solve anything, but I'd be really happy if it did. I need you to walk up a flight of stairs, turn 90 degrees to the left. I need you to also look about 70 degrees up. I need you to build a, was this a gear shaft? Power shaft. I need you to build a power shaft. I don't have treated planks. That would fix it. But I don't have treated planks. Yeah. I'm trying to hokey pokey magic my way through this little awkward conversation and see if it just works. I think it should. Oh, are you the guy? Callus? Love that name. Unlurk. Don't copy yourself, people. They grow up, drop by, eat your food, plunder your stash, then disappear again. Yep. I know that. Hacks. Indeed! I have a firm understanding of physicality and its constraints on this realm. What do you mean? I know how stairs work. Okay. Wait till the day's out. That goes away now. Thank you for that. Now I'll make all the gears now that I have actual planks to make gears with. Oh, you have gears. Nice. I need 20. Awesome. You don't win friends with salad. You don't make friends with... Damn it. Make friends with salad. You don't make friends with salad. Right. There's a lot of dumb crap that's just gonna get stuck in my head that I'm gonna unleash out of anyone who shows up, yeah. It's usually you don't make friends with salad. It's also it's that. It's also probably a variation of... Oh, I didn't need to extend this out by one. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, yes, it did. It's also probably any song from the 80s is probably fair game. And I'll just belt out a couple of lyrics to. For no reason. That's why, like I say, this is something I'm going to inflict on all of you, and not like, who wants to sing karaoke with your buddy J-Met? No. Nobody wants to sing karaoke with me, and that's fine. It's cool. This isn't something I'm guilting other people into. This is how my brain operates. If you are here, this is also half of your fault. You are subjugating yourself to the whims of an idiot. That's what's happening, so... Yes, and yes, and yes. And then, after you finish that plate of yes, go back in the kitchen and scoop up another plate of yes. Yep. That's how that works. It is dumb potatoes is what it is. Big plate of salad that you're not going to make any friends with. Yep, can't make or don't make friends with salad. You don't make friends with salad. Yeah. Ugh. I'm so looking forward to not beaver-powered metal have. Alright, the other thing I really want is... Yeah, the observatory sometimes soon. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I doubt they will, but I hope they have some delightful adventures on the way. A dirt excavator. Now, we'll probably do this the same way we handled Kenderfrog's map, is we'll just dynamite all the way down, and that'll be our power line, right? Our power spine, if you will. And then we'll run the conduit wherever we need for whatever we need. Dirt is going to be a long time to happen, I think. I don't think we're going to be anywhere near that for a while. We might be a lot closer to getting bad water, because that's going to be here on the regular, and getting to explosives. That might be the better play. Not sure. Not sure. I like how it's blowing steam through solid rock, like it's fracking or something? Question mark? And if it's fracking, we have much larger problems than we are discussing right now. Oh my gosh, so close. Oh, wait. I didn't turn on the other treadmill. Oh. It's been working at half capacity because I'm dumb. I paused it because we don't need... Extra power doesn't do anything. So extra power in a sawmill or whatever isn't helping any of the process. But it would be cool if the dumb thing ran at 100% after, you know? That would be neat. Irrecoverable amounts of stupid. First step is automating opening... Oh, actually, that's valid because metal is what I needed for the contamination sensor? Yeah. But yes, can do. Yep. Does Folktale also have metal parts now? Metal parts? No? No? I'm not too sure what you mean by metal parts. Weather sensor is cool, but it's also treated planks. So is it better? Yes, it's better. Is it affordable right now? Absolutely not. Contamination sensor means already too late. Probably. Yeah. Well, we need to do an and. I can't just do a weather station because the whole system needs to get flushed. A weather sensor will tell you whether or not... It'll send a signal based on weather being neutral, drought, or bad tide. So a great example of that is pumps. You set all the pumps to read a weather station, and you say, when it's good weather, turn the pumps on. And then they will pause themselves automatically when there is bad tide or drought. So bad tide or contamination is closed. Yeah, so really 2 checks are the smart way to do it. You'd want a weather station. A weather station to say, it's a bad tide right now. Close the gates. But you also want a relay, which you could do an and. You could do an and operand. And you could say for contamination down here, has all the bad water passed or something. Like you could do some cool stuff, yeah. I need metal at all though first, so that's what we're waiting on. But yes, Iron Teeth has unpowered buildings to make metal parts and the regular building for metal blocks. No, I only have the metal blocks. Yep, siphon is cool. Yep, that's a good idea. I don't need any of that right now. Oh, it's built. Oh my gosh. Gott in Himmel. Get this thing started. Get this stupid party on speed dial. I don't know where I'm going with any of that. It doesn't matter. Awesome. Okay. Can I build a deep storage somewhere else? Just so I have this stuff, we can start socking away a bunch of it. Nope. Oh, bites. Dang it, man. Dang it to dang it to... Okay, it's fine. We'll put like this here or something. Just to get it out of the way so we can store the metal blocks. The metal, raw metal is 2 to 1? Yeah. Then I can remove this. We can start harvesting out some stuff. Yeah, we can actually get some work done here. Gadur. That's all this has been. Just one gadur after another gadur. I need to harvest this metal, though. Grumble, scramble, bramble. There's so much I have to get done here. Yeah, if it's just there, it's the closest. Get that harvested. We'll put a storage block back there. Actually, we're gonna... Ooh. Oh, we're not gonna do any of that then. Never mind. Okay. Freaking metal blocks, though, right? Oh, yes. This should be 12,000... Hippahimum. That's what it sounds like if you say HPHM. It's horsepower per horsepower hour per meter or whatever. Oh, it's 16. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it goes up by 2. Oh, that okay. Yep, I didn't count that. So 16,000. All right, we got power now. Oh, thank God. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Get out of here. I want to lean up some space. I want to build some freaking industry in this business. Get out. Get out of here. Okay. All right. Gosh, honestly, again, just get the planks and the gears up here would be nice, but I do want to start collecting the bad water. Because I'm ready for... Oh, I need metal for that, don't I? Num, 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 num. 5. That's fine, thank you. Thank you for your service. Oh, I can't... Right. Like that, maybe? Bad water pump. Like that, maybe? I don't need a ton of these. One should be fine. Because you do what? Oh, you're not going to tell me. Fine, keep your secrets. So 3 an hour, let's say. 3 an hour means... Perfect. Yep, more than enough. I just need the one. Okay, now we're making some progress. The next thing we're going to want to work on... Oh, that goes away, thanks. The next thing I'm going to want to work on is... deepening some of the natural water storage that we have. Now, what do I mean by that? We have a lot of little inlets of water, little bits of water that we've been tapping, but it's drying out too fast. Look at how dry that is already. With explosives, we can knock this down by 1 square and add a substantial amount of water automatically into that, what I've been calling a passive storage. It's storage that we're not really particularly messing with, and it just happens on its own. We're gonna do that. You could be the bad water. The bad sauce. I'm desperately out of workers. We have 8. Yeah, we got 10 in flux. Let's just shut that off for a second. I want to keep this metal going and going. To which case we might be filled anyway. Okay, I guess turn these back on. Nope, not enough workers. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. It's cool. Music's so good. That's it. Sometimes I'm just gonna shout. Music too good. It does. It is buried over here. Oh, yeah. Right there. Yeah, so I'm not super duper worried about our long-term metal. That's why my stance has been like, just smelt it, build whatever frivolous projects you want, just get it going on. Oh, day 18 might be the end of hat. Let's make sure they stay hydrated, shall we? Hit them with the hydrate. Yeah, they're playing on Diorama, and it's a real fun map. I really enjoyed it. Hard is enough difficulty for me. I don't need ultra mega difficulty, but Hat's a really skilled player, so it's more their skill set. We're gonna put this here. Yeah, I was gonna put it here, but that's fine. Let's get a bunch of this crap processed. Can unpause? Yep. We have a buffer of 8 workers. Why 8 if you're just joining us? I have 8 research labs, or 8... What are they called? They're not called observatories. Inventors. I have 8 inventors on the lowest priority. So we can take this down to 8 vacancies, and we're still fine. Everything I care about has a job. We also... John Tom made a recommendation, and they said take the Hauler Guild and knock it down just 1 level. And I thought that was a really smart recommendation. So that way, the main industries will keep working. But you'll just lose a little bit of throughput, which isn't a bad idea. So shout out to John Tom if they're around, but that was a good idea on their part. They call it the Ubers. That's what they call it on their save. The Ubers. I thought it was funny. I also I think the word Uber is funny in general. Well, so we're stockpiling that. We've got 7 more kits waiting for them to become adults and join the workforce, and then we can do something about that. But yeah, we're making some good strides. What's next on the docket? I'm not too sure what's next on the docket. Mikey-O Photo, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Is Mega Man doing a cabbage patch? Yeah, treated planks would be dope. It'd be good to get this re-reserved. Yeah, that'll be for pine tar. I did, yeah. I had a bout of science, and one of the things that I have is a brain that's dumb. So I'll have all these things built in my head for grand strategy, but when it's real simple stuff like this, like I have 3,000 science, how are we spending it? And I'll be like, oh, we're going to spend it like this, this, and this. Okay, that added to 3,000. That's fine. No problem. And then I'll just keep going on, and I'll be like, oh, wait, oh, we're gonna do this instead. And then we're gonna do this instead. And then we're gonna, and I keep doing this. It's like, oh, how many times have I spent 3,000? Crap. So that's sometimes what happens. But yeah, so I got it researched. It's done on the bun. What are we missing? Gears? You're done. Yep, this can pop on. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy. Get this, like, I'm not kidding. A plank maker and 2 more gear makers just knock out a ton of stuff. Get a lot of building done. We'll do a bunch of repositioning later. But oh man. Mikey photo. There is a blockage that is by your middle water source. You can unblock if you have less effect during the bad tide. It's behind the floodgate next to the 3 science huts. Okay. Let's take a gander at that. I think if you mean this one, I think you might mean this one. Let me know if... I can wait, no problem. Let me know if this is the one you're thinking of. If you unblock the one behind the levee. Oh. Oh! I actually did not notice that was a blockage. Oh, it blended in enough. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got bad vision. That's smart. Yeah, then we'd have more flow out. That's smart, yeah. This one took me a little bit of mental gymnastics because there's this cover right here. And 3 high was the way to do it, and that was fine. But yeah, that's smart. Yeah, when we have the next... Well, it's going to be difficult to get back there, maybe? I don't have treated planks. Oh, it's... Yeah, it's doable. Okay, I'll think that out. Thank you, though. I did not know... Are there any other little nudules and crudules like that? There's that. No. Yeah, good, fine. That caught me right in the tush. I didn't even notice that one. Nice, nice. Not all heroes wear capes. Go ham on some gears? Oh man, I could go ham on some ham right now. Ham, 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 ham. Oh, why did I say ham? Why do I say things? Alright. Stop bringing me stuff. I don't want it. I just don't want... I know, right? Right? Ham. You know what, Zero. Why did I say ham? If you line the divert that is with the 2 water sources and then line the bottom with levees, bad water will not affect... Yeah. It's all been a very tight resource sort of a thing. But yeah, now we're in a time of prosperity. We could do projects like that, so that's not a bad call either. This side I don't care too much about. Just get this out of here. Are we done knocking that down? Nope, we got one more. You can pause, thank you. I'll have crackers with cheese, no ham in the fridge. You can imagine it's crunchy, cheesy ham. Oh, gross. Don't do that, that's disgusting already. Alright. I tried to be playful and it turned out terribly. Well, that'll earn me for being stupid. I literally just want this out of here. Building needs power to operate. Yes? I'm missing a gear. I'm missing a singular gear. What else are we using gears for? Oh, the bad water. Yeah, the freaking bad right, that tank over there. You have the excess water exiting the bottom right by the metal. No. I have it stopped up here. Oh, I see what you mean. No. I have this set to 1. And I have this set to .9. It doesn't matter which one really. I'm not using this for power, so I don't really need flow. But I could set this to 1. And this to .9. I could. Yes, you're right. I absolutely could. That is a good idea. Yeah. Sorry. Like I said, this is a hard level map, and I'm only just getting to like levels of prosperity. So if it looks like there's something very obvious I should have done, you're right. Am a silly boy. But yes, I'd agree. Yep. Could always put wheels down there. I just finished building all this. So now it's just getting some of the basics plugged in here, so I have some consistent production of dang near anything. And let that simmer for a second. And good enough for me. Good enough for me. Yep. I don't have pine tar yet, and that's what this is going to be. I've cut this off so that way that'll actually get planted and readied. Yep. Absolutely for sure. But I'm a very chill gamer, I would say. So we'll get there when we get there. But yes, we will get there. Oh my god! Gears! Finally! Check the needs. They have changed some of the needs in the observatory. It's still pine tar. Yeah, it's normal. Yep. Time for research. 200 horsepower. That sounds about right. 4 workers. It's been pine tar since I've been playing. I've only been playing for like 3 weeks or so. Well, maybe it's been sparkly planks, but yeah, it's pine tar now, which is nice. Makes it a lot earlier. Well, not a lot, but it does make it earlier. And that goes away. Thank goodness, gladiolios. Okay. So, how do we maximize the space? There's probably not a great way to do this. Let's see here. They changed it back in 2025 October. Oh, okay. Nice. Ooh, that works for me. Not like that. Not like that, but like that. Yeah. Oh, that works the champ. Okay. Large pump, sparkly planks, observatory, pine sap. Yep. He's correct. But this will be great. We can clean up every single person that's doing power is now just being pushed to industry. Great. Don't want this anymore. This gets cleared out. Yeah, if I can have dedicated production of some of this lower stuff, I'll be real freaking happy. That can just work. You need logs. You need logs. Oh, we're already done on... Yeah, we got all this stuff. Nice. Currently edging one of the 2 choices. Which choices? We can talk it out. Oh, those. Oh, I would go, Gosh. It depends on how much water you're socking away. Speaking of which, am I socking away any water? Whoops. Yeah, I guess if it were me and my playstyle, it would be the pump. Is it blockage removal time? I'll wait for the drought. I mean, I'm not... This actually isn't really hurting me doing anything. Like, it's not critical. I'll get to it eventually, friend. Just, yeah, no worries. We'll get there. I also realize I probably really irritate people with how I play, but just to be clear, like, I'm cool for feedback. I'm always cool for feedback and tips, but if you're getting mad, or if anyone's getting angry that I'm not doing a thing you said, yeah. I'm just a chill guy. I do, yep, that's kind of my personality I'm stuck with, yeah. But I do appreciate the tips, I really do, thank you. Okay, now that this is running, that's beautiful. What goes here instead now? I did want to put explosives somewhere in here. We can do that. Probably right here. Landscaping. I'd be pretty okay with it being right there. Now, getting power across is going to be a murder mystery in its own right. We might just have to go up and over, which I don't super mind. But this is going to be great. I would like that very, very much. Nope, too high. Is it a twofer? It's a twofer. Build this in pause mode so I have a second. Oh, I got to do another one anyway. Yeah, because there's you know, no way to get to the thing. That's fine. How about there and there? How does that work for us? I mean, it works. It's not great or ideal, but it does in fact work. Now, the power bit is going to be a little bit of a conversation starter, isn't it? I know what we'll do. We're going to pop this. If you make those platforms vertical shafts, you can send power down. I have a different plan entirely about how I'd like to handle power, but yes, I could do that. Yep. Ah, dang it. Alright, come get this. Oh, it's one log. Yeah, please. Alright, have we done replanting? I don't think I've done replanting at all. Ooh, there's a lot to be had. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, good stuff. Good stoof. Building lacks power. Who's lacking power? Yes, because I broke ya. You frickin' broke. You frickin' broke. That's what's going on. Alright. A little uninspired, but I'm happy with it. There we go. And that's explosives. Neat. That links like that. This was a vertical, right? Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we got the blocks. Which I'm gonna turn... Oh, no, 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 no. I don't need any of you. Thanks. Still getting used to automation items. There's a ton of options. Yeah, they've really added a lot of versatility and power to the players, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Okay, power reserves are max. Awesome. Once we get to like 2 centrifuges and 3 metal cookers and everything, that's when the power is going to get real squiffy real fast. That could just go away. This has to get reorganized for dang near whatever I want to do anyway. We're still full on paper, so I don't really see super duper a need to mess with that too much. Oh, my bad. Thank you. Just to make sure this gets got. You are making explodies. Right, they added fireworks. Right. Awesome. Okay. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing all plugged in and pumping and everything? Good. The next thing I want is the Bigum's tank. Bigum's pump. Large water pump. Treated planks. Yep, we're going to work on that. How do that? Awkwardly. I mean, that's kind of our MO. Awkwardly is the way we're going to do that. Is there any... I mean, I've got this whole side. Yeah, okay. This is going to be... Oh, the wood workshop has to go... Oh, I need this thing. I guess I'll just plunk it right here or something. What are the ones that are being saved? Okay. Not that that was necessary, but... Cool. Cool. Oh, actually... I take that back. There we go. Please cut that. When it's cut, we'll add the tapper. Yeah, it's gonna take about... 3 weeks. Route started. Ow, now. You can drink, you can drink. We don't have any farming over there. You get paused. Preserve the farm. You have tons of lumber. Sweet brisket. We got tons of lumber. Okay. We got finally dedicated planks and gear production. I'm so happy. I mean, that literally freed up 5 workers. 4 workers? 3 workers? Something? Just making the power. Poof. Yeah, I'll have to tamp this down eventually. We're down 7 workers, which is fine. Our threshold is 8. We're not super worried about that. Music is too good. Bum bum bum. Also plan on automation, try to auto stop and start all the pumps. It's great and it's really, really easy. Yeah, when we got automation, I was finishing up a different map. We finished that one while kicking around automation. It's great. Turn on the pumps when it's normal weather. Done. It's very simple. They added just enough complexity to make it like fun and palatable, but not too complex that I think someone's going to get crazily overwhelmed and frustrated by it. That's one of the fine lines to cross, right? You can either have it complex enough and be adaptable enough, but also too complex and people get turned off by it, or you incorporate a system and it's not complex enough. It's like, well, this doesn't really help anyone do anything. This is dumb. So no, I think they really hit a good mix of both things. Can do that. Yep, just get as much of this chopped on as we can. What was suffering from power? Oh yeah, this is still a thing. We'll send power down eventually, but it's not part of my MO at the moment. Yep, get all that chippity chopped. You can stop, thanks. Oh, alright, someone grew up. Someone died, someone grew up, someone grew up. That took care of all the work I had. Okay, we don't need that many plank makers. I still want a ton of this metal processed. You're done? Okay. Looking good, looking good. Waiting for pine, waiting for pine. Power good? Power great. Yeah, like I said, we won't have any issues until we get to like 2 centrifuges or 3 metal makers, because metal makers take what, 240? 200. What takes 240? Is it in here? 200. Okay. Well, I misremembered a number and that's fine. Might be time for more residential. I want to really move this over, but I want dirt and explosives to make that work the way I want. I also would like to do what we did on... I'll actually show you before we get too far into this. What we did on Kenderfrog's map, Jinkies. I'd like to do a multi-layered tree farm like we did. I have a different idea how to do the layout this time, though. I was pretty unhappy with the layout. But this worked out pretty well for effect. I just needed some stuff. I just wanted to get it going. That kept all that hydrated, and then this was more than enough for this, yeah. It was great, but I mean, we are playing, to give us some credit, we are playing on really, really small maps, right? So it's not like we could do a really large forest, but we just got to be smart on all the space we use. So, not terribly difficult, just is going to look a little clustery. It's gonna get a little worse before it gets better, and that's okay. Yep. That is 100% a-okay. So how much water do we have? Oh, you gotta recalculate. Okay. It seems as if those analytics aren't stored very much. Oh, no, it's stored. Yeah, it's gotta readjust. 2 days? No way. Something got recalculated, and recalculated hard. Holy crap. Yep. Dry, 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 dry. That can get turned back on. That frees up some workers. All right, not a ton, but that did. We're good on planks. I want planks and gears nonstop. Let's go. This can get changed over to... Oh, no, it can't. Wrong type of thing. We need to start stashing up some demolition. Oh, that's the thing I don't want. There we go. Hi. I don't need a ton of kaboom boom, but let's just have like 20 or 40 or something stocked up. Can someone get this out of here? Thanks. What is that? 60 plus the 5? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now, this is where I want to start. Take a look at this. So see, this is the top of the river, so to speak, and this is the bottom. There's a ton of extra water that can be stored if we just knock this down one level. It's a low effort thing at this point. Setting up the infrastructure for explosives is what takes the most amount of time. But there, and there, and all this, and this, and all this just gets knocked out and knocked down one. Yeah. Should be able to reach all of it. This goes away easily. Yeah. We're gonna get all this. All this is gonna get cleaned up right now. Now, does this serve a purpose? Not technically, but it's not in the water, so I don't care. This is gonna be great. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Let's go annoy all my friends with hydrate, shall we? Hydrate. Hydrate, boom. Nice. I double checked, I was able to fit 7 water wheels by the metal without dynamiting to fit more. Provides about 2200 beaver power. That's impressive. Nice work. Yeah. Nice work. We should also remove this and turn this into a double and remove that, but one step at a time. Oh, hey. Get that guy too. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna hold a lot more water with quite little effort. Oh, we're not gonna be able to reach all that. If I pop this, you still won't be able to reach all of it. If we do this, we might be able to get most of it, actually. There you go. Give that a swing. Yeah, this is gravy. Absolute gravy. We're not altering how quickly it evaporates, I don't think. Maybe we are. But still, more water to be had to be pumped is still great. If I could get that like that. Now, I don't think I can build a floodgate on the edge. We'll find out. Find out real quick. I think I can. Yes, I can. Perfect. Okay. So, knock this all down one double right there. Yep, perfect. Make that look real clean. Double floodgate, just like that. Nice. Get this single out of here. Remove all this nonsense. Absolute insanity of the highest order. This isn't necessarily... I don't need to do anything about this. That can just be canceled. I wasn't going to gain anything by removing it anyway? Meh. Meh. With a side of eh. Eh. Blah, 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 blah. The game is just too cute for its own good. That's all that's going on. That can get got. Thank you. I would like to demo this. I guess there's no real point to demoing it down and building it up, is there? Let's go ahead and get this tidied up, though. Levy, boop, boop. Yep. Cool. You probably can't be reached. Yep. I kind of figured that was going to happen. There we are. That doesn't help us accomplish anything, really, but still. Yeah, it's not super important I get that cleaned up anyway. But it'll be a nice placeholder to remind me for later. That gets burfed. I don't know why I keep missing, like, one tile. But I do. This is not anything that's being supported. There's nothing here that's leaning into anything else. We're not going to compromise anything that's above. This is all just fair game and cleanup I wanted to do for the longest time. All this can get lowered. Yeah, there's just so much I want to get done. I get so excited. We are 5 jobs short. It's all fun and games until you accidentally create a hole in the floor. You know what, friend? You are completely correct on that. Without a doubt, correct. That could just go away. 2 workers is fine. Are we doing on metal? Cool. Keep at it. Ooh! Got a good number of gears and all that. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and do a save. Thanks. The extra saves, just also if you're just joining us, the extra saves aren't safety saves, which I thought someone might figure with the SS safety save. They're for a screensaver project I want to do. It's just gonna be I'm gonna load up a map, and I'm gonna record for like, I don't know, 20 seconds. And then stop the recording, load up our first save, 20 seconds, third save, you know, blah, 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 all the way through. I think it'd be a nice little how we've progressed as a player compilation kind of a thing as well. I think it'll be cute. All right, how are we doing on water now? 13 days. That's better. Yeah, that's much better. I kind of figured when it snapped the analytics, it was just not in the right spot. We're not going to blow these up because I'm lowering the water level too much. That gets boofed. Please and thank you. 2 meters, and this one was 1.9. Yeah, fine by me. Okay. Nice. Timber lapse. Interesting. Creates a time lapse you're building. Creates the growth, capture the growth over time. Well, that's cool. Thanks for that. I mean, this is cool. This won't work for anything that's already been played, it looks like. Ooh, okay, it's waiting to be updated to 1.x. Perfect, though. I'll add it, and then I'll subscribe to it, but I won't add it to the game, because it's not available for 1.x, but that's still awesome. Thank you for that. Sluice is back. Look at that. Time lapse. Timber lapse. Thank you for that. That is dope. Subscribe to all. Yep, perfect. No, that's great. Pauses the camera, moves the camera, takes a snapshot from a certain position. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Much obliged. Yep, and I'm not gonna blow this out right now. Boop, boop. I'm very sing-songy, I feel. And I feel that's alright. I have no reason to doubt your words. Battery Smooth has been a wonderful guest so far. Yeah. Back up to 2,000 food. Nice, nice. Yeah, it feels weird having these gaps. Feels nice having these gaps, but also feels weird having these gaps. Okay, we're done on gears. We're done on planks. Yeah, that frees up a lot of extra workers to do science. Excellent. What is this full of? Scrap metal? I'll just leave it. That's going to take care of the rest of that. We had more... yeah, we had more up. There was more up to be had. Which, thankfully, we already have this shelf. We'll just go up this way, and then up again. Boom. Done. Bread. Bread, bread, bread. I guess if I want to set it right now. Now, will you get built? Yeah, you will. Nice. Currently setting up a virtual machine to start playing around with the HTTP automation. TwitchBot heaven. For real. Yep. Yep, absolutely. I'm still gonna wait. If you're using C#, give me a shout. Oh, nice. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier with using crowd control, which is a very common, I think, I've heard so much, plugging it into the thing. Spend 10 crowd control tokens, shut up the dams, open the dams, whatever. I think realistically what it comes down to it is you also have to make sure that the player can't just undo the thing. Right? Otherwise, that kind of takes a little bit of the sting out of the snake. As long as it's things are open and locked open for the next 2 days or something, that would be devastating. Devastatingly funny, but devastating all the same. Wow. Stockpiling on explosives. Hot dang. Hot dang. Ooh, I actually have extra workers. Yes, please. Yeah, keep that metal going. Just have to have the honor system, I guess. I mean, yeah. Might be fair. How long we got? 8 days? Oh, cool. Drought is almost over anyway. Just gonna go and pop these open before I forget. Let's see here. So we are at 20% for pine tar. Hot dang. You want a display map? I got a script for that too. Wow, on the ball. Dang. Nice work. No storage space for planks? Oh, I guess so. Alright, well. Cool. Get that done. Cool. That's much better. Okay, time to rack up a ton of lumber, yeah? Well, that was fast. Holy butts. That goes away, and that goes away. Still no storage space available. Really? For planks? Oh. I thought I built a larger storage for that. Hold on. I super did not. That's on me. Oh, can you not go all the way? No, of course you can't. Ooh. Try that again. I'm alright with this for now. It's not ideal, but it will... Oh, this is the wrong storage anyway. Ha 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 ha. Crap. Okay. Thank you. Okay, pumps are live. This is all getting cleaned up. Yeah, Discord's been real shaky breaky lately, for sure. We've been looking for alternatives for the Megacycle Entertainment Discord, well, community, I guess. We've been looking at a bunch of options. I think there's a few alternatives that we like. But yeah, considering what's happened recently, I can agree. Gets a little weird. Awesome. That looks so much better. We can get that removed. That removed. Yeah, Stoked is the one that we've been looking at for our community. It used to be called Revolt, and we checked it out 2 years ago or something when it was Revolt, and it was very, 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 very bare bones Discord. Honestly, what I would like is voice and persistent text. If something like that would be available, and permissions. That would be it. I don't need anything else, honestly. It doesn't have to be fancy at all, but something like that would be ideal. Then do within range. Guess what, friend? Oh, nope, you stay there. You can hear you. Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's going well, Hat. Thank you very much. How has your game been going? Let's check you out for a second here. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. Walk the doggo. You look like you've been doing very well with your progress so far. Yeah. The heck? Nothing to do within range. Scavenger flag. Oh, maybe you... Oh. I guess you can't go up that far. Okay, fine. I'm so out of the... I can give you the very brief skinny on it. The bloom if you like. And give you like the 20-second update if you want. Oh, and there's an ad break. Well, I don't know if you can hear me now, but ad break. Still a good reminder for folks to get moving around. Well, I know you can, Hat, but Bloom asked a question, and I don't believe they... Yeah, ad break, yeah. That's what I wanted to say, is... want to make sure that they can hear the dissertation about to drop. Just small screen since on phone. No worries. No worries at all. Yeah. We're still guzzling water like crazy. Ooh. Hey. This. That. Okay, so long story short is, I'm padding some of this language so we're not jumping too far into the politics and such of it, but there was talks about user data, user conversations, user identification being sold to an organization that is seeking out exploiting users for speaking ill of its government and decisions. The other thing of it is it was also going to take steps to ask for users to personally identify themselves by uploading driver's license and other personal identifying information. And if anyone remembers, was it several months ago, there was a hack, a data breach that leaked the identification of 70,000 Discord users. Now, again, I'm not getting into any detail on purpose. If you want to dig into the minutia, go for it. But when it comes to what I try to support and maintain is we're trying to establish a gaming community, right? We're trying to establish a very stress-free environment where folks can game. That's the whole idea of like what I'm trying to do is, as a community leader, as a friend, as a whatever, if folks want to be a certain way on a social media thing, If people want to be that way on a social media thing, that's not my control, right? If someone wants to speak negatively or positively or something, that's out of my jurisdiction. I'm not telling anyone how to live. But if I'm going to live in a place, you know, on the internet, and I'm going to say, this is our gaming environment, we're making sure it's safe for users. And there was another, you know, leak or a security breach on the regular. Having your ID surrendered is not a proper form of protection. It isn't. It does not stop anything. So that being said, I would rather have something... I'd rather have a place that is either unfederated or federated, decentralized, something that we could have more control over that would not require that kind of thing. Having you to surrender your personal ID, driver's license, birth certificate, whatever, to look at whatever you want on the internet, you're causing more problems than you're solving, in my opinion. So that's kind of the deal. Oh, this is why I set this to 0.9. So just to catch you up, Bloom, that's the deal. Is unsavory decisions are being made that would take privacy out of the forefront. I ain't cool with that. So there you go. That's why we're looking at other sources and other systems and other things that could match what we need. Like I said, we're looking for persistent text. It doesn't have to be rooms and forums and threads and all that other bull. But persistent text, voice would be cool. And permissions. Basic permissions and roles would be great. That way the admins can have their own space. Members can have their own space. That sort of a thing. So to keep it like also succinct. We were looking at Revolt. Revolt is a very Discord-esque system. Very Discord-esque, but it loses a lot of functionality. The biggest thing that's a loss is probably rooms are possible, text is possible, and stuff. But they've rebuilt it to... it's now called Stoked. And I have not gotten to that yet. Not to be tinfoil, but Discord hasn't been something I've ever considered secure. Oh, it's never been... let's also be clear on that. It's not secure at all. It's never been secure. Correct. What I'm saying, though, is there's a difference between it's insecure rather than you're actively farming users' IDs to persecute them later. Lauren, that's the difference. Also, if you go and you shout your real name in a room on the internet, you're doing yourself the biggest dishonor of all. So, yeah, I'm not saying Discord was secure. It's just there's a difference between this platform's insecure. Okay, don't give out your passwords or your IDs or whatever. Easy fix. Or this one is actively asking for your social security number to use it. Forget that noise. Yeah, so I guess to make sure we're all really on the same page, there's that. Okay. Could use more planks and more planks anyway. Let's get that going on. Let's see. How far of this have we gone? Okay, that's still can you not reach this? What's the deal? Can't get the materials. Oh, I thought we had a bunch of explosives waiting to go. Okay, that's gonna get cleared out. This I'd like to get demoed out, cleared out, moved around, sort of a thing. That's a little on the superfluous side. How are we doing on research? Oh, I guess I've been waiting. Yes! Oh my god, we have Pine Risen. I blame the UK's thing on we won't let anyone... Yeah. Yep. Anything... How does the phrase go? If you surrender a bit of liberty to gain a little security, you deserve neither and will lose both, or something. I forgot what the core phrase. No worries, the Bloom. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night, friend. Have a good rest of your night, friend. Do I need to go over there anymore? just gonna put the astrolabe or whatever the crap it's called right here. Yeah, done. Get this hoo-ha out of here. We doing design... Oh, observatory. Whatever. I like astrolabe better. If I need to move this, I'll move this. I'll move this. Sargasso, thank you very much for hanging out. Have a delightful rest of your evening. Sleep well. We'll catch you next time. And the bloom as well. Yep, everybody. Everybody, everybody. I don't need more metal right now. Lost access to Imgur because sites refuse to enact age checks, just blocking the UK. Yep. So this is all... This is, you know, I don't want to get too deep into this conversation. But, like, what happens next, right? Well, now the users are going to use VPN. And then what's the next counterattack, right? Oh, we're just going to block VPN. And it's like, you can't do that. You can't even enforce that. How does a business protect their trade secrets at a minimum? And it just, you know, it's like, oh, we'll just violate SSL. And it's like, that's not how that works. You get what you get is a bunch of folks that don't understand the tech stack or tech at all, fear-mongering, and then it's all this, you know, oh, get someone real angry about a thing, and then it's like, oh, we got you angry, now we've got you engaged. Hey, while you're engaged, you know what I also hate? These people over here. Why do we hate these people over here? Because they're not over there. You know, just, ugh. Bad. Bad, bad sauce. All the bad sauce. So, yeah. Yes, agreed. So, like I said, I don't mind touching on these things, but I want to keep it kind of on the thing. So, like, I'm happy to talk about them because they're important topics, right? But for how did you do that? Oh, awesome! They can build all the way down. So yeah, let's keep the convo cheery, I guess. Where do I put pine tar now? Sweet brisket. That's planks. Also, like, just to be clear, one more step. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hat. Appreciate it. To keep it also one more level succinct is, I have these conversations with people a lot. I'm very active. If you want to talk to me about it, DM me in Discord, or like we can chat about all the stuff. But like for this, I like to keep this a little more on the tee-hee, that guy farted. No. Like something like that kind of a thing. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. Up yours, He-Man. I can work on my Skeletor accent. That's fun. I know why we're not making explosives. Because some ding-dong shut this thing off. In the beginning, the universe was created. They made a lot. Yes! Which many regarded as a bad move. God, they did such a good job with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie. That was one of those, when I heard about that being made, I'm like, man, this is gonna stink. They're not gonna represent it, I don't think. But they also had the 1970s radio broadcasts. It's like they already had not only source material, but they also had material that was already peer-proofed or peer-revised, right? For the whole thing. So, like, there was not a lot you could have done to screw it up. Really. But I'm so glad, like, that's one piece of media that just came out solid. I liked it. I don't know. Could it have done better? I think there are some things that could have been touched on a bit more from the books, or the book. Yeah. Get excited, and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. But no, I enjoyed the movie. And now we have Not Crap Science. Sounds good, Hat. Enjoy your stream, friend. Keep at it. Keep fighting the good fight. Stay, not dead. That's it. That's all I had. Power looks great. Yeah, everything looks good. We're ramping up a few more resources. We got food. We got water. We're working on explosives again. Fantastic. Okay, what's next on the docket? Some level of automation would be nice. Oh, yeah. I remember the color of magic. I thought it was spelled C-O-L-O-U-R cause British. Maybe? Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. Maybe I'm thinking, is there Color of Magic and The Color of Magic? Gosh, now I don't know what I'm thinking of. That's an old one, right? Like I've seen it ages ago. Oh, Drew, welcome, friend. It is Color. Okay. That's gotten me in trouble before where there's different spelling, and I understand there's a different spelling based on, well, whatever. But like, do a search for blah blah blah, and it's like get completely different thing, and I'm like, well, this is named that, but this is not that. Oh, I know what we're doing. Treated planks. Oh my god. We'll get there. Everyone, take a deep breath. We'll get there. I don't know how, but we'll get there. All right. Do I have enough for this? I do. Boof. We are full on metal. We don't needs. Let's look at the differences linguistics we use. Yeah. There's a lot of little dumb one-offs that I've ever heard. And one of my favorites is, do you know why the United Kingdom, I'll just say, versus the United States, do you know why the United States uses less letters where color or center or, you know, pick a word that has an extra letter? Why did we remove it in United States English? It's because we pay by the letter and we need to save some money. That was, I don't know if that's true or not, but that is the funniest, like, one-off explanation I've ever heard. I'm like, you know what? Being from a place, I could see that being a thing. Do you know how many times you have to spell, if you add an E to the end of town, or U in color, do you have any idea, or center, you add another E at the end of that, you have any idea how much money that adds up? It adds up, little Billy. We gotta cut money, save some ends. We aren't gonna make it as a country if we're just spending all frivolous. The miniseries movie is Color. The book title is Color. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, center. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Center versus. Oh, it's just RE split. Oh, I thought it was CNT. E-R-E. Okay. You got me. No storage available. Oh, Butts. Butts Deluxe. Right, hold on. I'll get there. Well, aluminium. Yeah. That's another letter gone. Yep. So it's not aluminium, it's aluminum. Which, just to be clear, I don't care what the answer is. I think it's funny. If anything, I'm chuckling out of here like a madman in a mental ward. I don't care. So you're not going to get a heated argument out of me. Oh, this is how it should. No. The only thing I care about is burritos, and the next time I'm going to get a burrito. Everyone has an opinion. Mine are much dumber. I would rather emphasize on stuff we can all agree about, like burritos. Rather than nitpick about our differences, I'd rather unite on our commonalities. Like, damn it, when's the next time I'm gonna get a burrito? No, I know. It's just I have met some folks that are like, this is how it's spelt because that's how it should be spelt. And it's like, well, language is a fluid thing, so relax. No, you're good. How much scrap metal was in that beast? Come on, man. Get this pony on the road. Do people use ponies anymore? I have no idea. Come on. Where are we getting this scrap metal from? Wait a minute. No, that's paused. Was the... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. How much scrap metal is in a smelter? Like, just chill vibing. 30. Oh, okay. I thought it was 15, and I was like, dude, we filled 3 storages so far. How the F? How in the F? G, H, I, J, K is going on here? Let's go through the whole alphabet. I guess I'm waiting another day for someone to come get this, and another day for somebody to build this. Come on, I want to start this project hours ago. I know it's my fault, however... Please, there we go. Funny thing is, there are a lot of usages that the US used that were originally from England or is based off Italian-French version of the word. Oh, for real. Oh, it is a mess. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun mess. But trying to teach it to somebody fresh out the gate is probably a nightmare. You want to learn my language? I'll teach you my language. It's not a very good language. It's gotten me pretty far, so far in the game. I'll give you that. I'll give you that for nothing. It's been doing me a solid, but you might be less enchanted by it. Just so you know. Are we? Are you? You are. Okay. Let's get some... Oh, butts. That doesn't fit. Okay. I want to get to some better pumps, so... Yep. Treated planks, baby. Nope. Brip. There we go, thanks. Right, gleaned English is just a mashup. Yeah. I do prefer some other languages for other specific purposes. But yeah, English is just a fun... Yep. Put it in the kettle, turn on some heat, you got a language. Happy birthday. Which days? 25 days? Awesome. Central Keeper, welcome, friend. It's going well, I'd say. How about yourself? That can get turned on. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you. Shucks. There's something I said at the beginning of this stream. Unfortunately, that was like almost 6 hours ago. I was like, Central mentioned a thing. And when they show up, I need to be reminded of this thing I need to show Central. It's probably the word butts. Were you looking for the word butts by... No, I have no idea. I could not tell you what I was thinking at any given time. Let's assume that it was enchanted and magical. Oh no, is that Lero? No! Oh no, Lero's Oak family. Ah, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 offspring. Alright, that was a fun little side quest. I've messaged to Lero. 6 offspring when you finally passed on. And they said, can't watch a stream today, I ain't got no internets. Please say hi to my Oak family. That's been a fun little fun side conversation. Aw, poor Lero. I'm sure you would have remembered it if it was important. That's the problem. This is me we're talking about. That's not how memory works for me. And you are important, by the way, so take that in your pipe and smoke it. How about that? Oh, I should have waited. Why'd I do that now? Eh. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. My headset popped off. Oh. Ooh. Sorry, my brain has to reseat in the stem in the spine thing. Ooh, that rattled... Oh, that rattled my something fierce. Okay, yes, this is all this goes away. Deepen that up real nice, real nice. Ooh! You ever sneeze so hard your alignment changes? Yeah. I'm just straight neutral now. Used to be lawful neutral, now I'm just straight neutral, true neutral. If I sneeze one more time like that, I'm gonna be chaotic idiot. It's gonna jump 2 steps. Do you mean chaotic evil? No, chaotic idiot. What do you mean by chaotic idiot? You know, like Invader Zim? Invader Zim is evil, but he's not good at being evil. And he's not really... Well, he respects the tallest and understands rule of law, but is an idiot. Just lawful idiot. That's what he is. It's that kind of a thing, right? It's like I'm a villain in my own storyline. But, like, I'm not hurting other people. It's just like, look at him doing evil. Just like, evil! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, yes, evil! Alright, we're gonna do this. Gonna get some pine tar action. Where are you at? My eyesight is just a fart. There it is. Evil! Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at. Like, I'm not slashing tires and whizzing on windows or nothing, but it's just like, I'm going to see if I can use 2 coupons instead of 1. Up yours, He-Man. Oh, Skeletor. Alright. So, let's talk about a little thing called automation. Or... let's not do that. Let's do large pumps first. But soon, TM, soon with the automation day. Don't worry, day. Soon with the automation day. What's that from? All in the Family? I think that's from All in the Family. Hey, yeah, Edith. Hey. What's up over there? Oh, what's going on, dear meathead? Yeah, something like that, I think. Alright. I reminded you of the What's Up Kid. I don't think I have that in my mental repertoire, I apologize. A few weeks ago, I heard some kid who sounded maybe 8 or 10 singing What's Up. And it was striking that someone that young even knew the song. It's probably one of them tiki-takis or whatever. Reminds me of the show Crazy Couponers, like how I couldn't do it, be bored out of my brain. Well, think of all the fun stuff you can buy now that you're liberating all that money. All that money. So much money. I might build this thing like an idiot. Might do. Might. Does it? Oh, it won't even fit. Never mind. Num. Yeah, because this guy's in the way. Okay, well, I turned 2 pumps into 1 pump, so that's awesome. Put this here, then I probably don't need anything else. It was less striking when someone reminded me that What's Up got a new in the He-Man... Oh, that... You mean What's Going On? I don't think it's called What's Up. Is it What's Going On? Saving money, losing an inordinate amount of time. So, I used to do some couponing, but not that extreme. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. I mean, hats off. Hats off for reals. Okay, so now I do want to do this thing I said. Oh, I thought... Okay, I guess the lyrics are, What's Going On? That's why I was like... That's why I was confoozled. Okay, so now automation. So what I want is water depth. I'm going to put this right here. And as long as there's water in here, pumps should be running, right? That makes good sense. This is really, really shallow, by the way. The reason I have this here and not down here is distance. This, boom, 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 right here. Right? We do have two small pumps, or a few small pumps down here, and we'll get to that going on. Hey, yeah, 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 hey, I say, hey, what's going on? That one. I can't hit those high notes, so, hey, yeah, yeah. All right, water depth, thank you. So we're gonna build this water depth thing. How does this work? Is it like this, or maybe I do it like that? Okay, we'll see how this works. Oh, okay. What's going on? So now that we've built an automation tool, for those that maybe have not seen the automation bit yet, you have to build an automation device first. The game didn't have any of these with the automate here, but now there's the thing. So now we have that. It's fun to belt out when nobody's around to hear you, but follow the air with your strained voice. Fun fact, I used to sing a lot, until I had a bad asthma flare-up. Aw. So here's how this works. We're going to pause it. We're going to just, for example, say the threshold's above 0.5. This guy right here is 0.9. So as long as there's, let's just say 0.3 water in the thing, it activates. We'll then go to a pump. We'll say automate. We'll click on this guy. And now it is bound to this thing. This is very straightforward. If you've looked at automation in Factorio and said, what are these circuit networks? That's beyond me. This is that idea, but much easier. Now, this is either on or it's off, based on what we've said here. So an if statement. If it is greater than this threshold, on. It's now false, so it's off, which means this guy is paused. Now, I'm just going to let the game play. If I switch this to less than, the statement will be true. And now it's on. This should be activated now. Do I have to unpause it? Oh, I have to unpause it. Now it's paused. Okay, me pausing it overrides the thing. Oh, it's got a blue ring now. See that? So that means it's being controlled by automation. And we can paste this, and now it's being controlled by automation. It's on, but it's off. So now these will pop on whenever we have at least 0.3 water. And now I don't have to touch these again. They're done. They will surrender their workers out, and they'll pull it back in. And pause, you can use the period key to go forward one frame. Oh, that's dope. The period key just deleted those beavers. They disappear? I don't think that's doing what I'm expecting that to do. Oh, Chiron Ghost, welcome. Hey, how have you been? I mean, I guess it's a cool trick. They disappear. So, we can build these little automation things anywhere we want, but just to show off for folks that, you know, might have heard it be talked about but have not seen it in action, this is what we do. So, this tells us the measurement. We want above 0.3, which tells me there's at least some water in here. The pumps turn on. As long as there's some water at all, this can run too, so I don't mind linking them together. We can also do AND statements, which someone told me can be done via a relay. Simple logical operations on input signals. So I'm just going to say yes. We'll do this. Ah, awesome. Not AND or XOR, pass through. Perfect. So if we want AND, oh, that's so cool. Okay, we say if this is on and I don't have two devices, and this is on. Imagine they're two separate things. On if both outputs are on. We then say this guy talks to the relay. That's how that would be worked. So awesome. Okay, cool. And or we got all kinds of cool crap. That's awesome. Okay, dope on a rope. If we didn't have the soap. Cool. All right. I mean that takes care of that. That's a lot of that done. We still have this on low priority. Perfect. Actually, lowest priority. Thank you. Honestly, it'll be much cooler on a big map when you've got to really deal with several bodies of water. Right now, we're not really dealing with several bodies of water. We're dealing with a couple of rivers we've already snipped. But there is cool stuff to be had. Sorry, my sinuses are just killing me. I don't know what happened. I think I just exist. And my sinuses roll up their sleeves and like, well, we gotta put a stop to that, clearly. We can't have you breathing real good running around. Look at this guy over here. Trying to do... What are you doing over there? Breathing? Nah, not on my watch. That's how that feels like. I bet you'd probably appreciate a good breathing canal, wouldn't you? With your face. Anytime in like an RPG, someone's like, oh, have your character sprint. I'm like, mother trucker, I ain't sprinting nowhere. I got hustle, all right? You want someone with hustle? I can hustle. There's no way I'm running. There is 0% chance. Hay fever is a butt. Yeah. I'm allergic to my cats, but I love my cats. They're my cat baby. They're my little black voids, and I love them. And I like to tickle them and touch them and scratch them and everything. And then my nose is like, hey, thought we talked about this. And I'm like, no. I don't want to talk about this. What if we don't talk about this? How about that? Is that an option? So if you hear me sniffling a bunch, first off, I'm sorry. Second of all, you're probably going to hear me sniffling a bunch. Are we still out of... Oh, yeah, let's do this. This might be a really good... This might be a really cool example of an and. And I'm making this real simple just so we all can, like, you know, enjoy it. I'm going to put this there. Yeah. I'm all like, hey, body, a thing? And it was like, oh, you freaking do not. And I'm like, but I want to just breathe. Okay, so we're going to say, if this is at depth, and we're going to put down a, what is it, resource counter. So just, again, I'm making this just really simple for folks that maybe are worried about the whole automation thing. So what I want to do, is there liquid in this thing? Is there any liquid in this thing? And how are we on bad water? Fill rate, stock level, food inputs. If it's less than, it can hold 300. Let's just say 200. Okay, so it's on now. We'll let this get built, and then I want a relay. Spread this out a little bit. Yeah, it's their danger. You can get an additive to put in their food that neutralizes this thing that causes. Yeah, I'm fine with it actually. But you're right. I could do some stuff. I don't want to change or alter anything about them. I'd rather honestly take an allergen medication myself if that was the thing. But yeah, Kinder Frog. Good day, friend. How are you today? Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing swell, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing swell. What? 1, 2. 2 is fine. 2 is perfect. Momming? Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not a mom, so that's... But no, I get it. So for here... Is there a way to click? Can I just click and say... No, I gotta select it. Boo. Okay, depth sensor 2. I know about it because I too am allergic to cats, but it stopped me from having my kitty cat. Yeah. Kitty cats. So, just to show the example here, what I want is a certain depth, so that tells me that there is bad water in this pile. We are also under a certain amount of bad water. I've said stock level, bad water, 200. We have nothing right now. We have 0. With these are both and, so both are true, this will light up. So now, this guy, you're going to automate off of this. So now I'm going to unpause it myself, so now it is automation controlled. When we have regular tide, this will light up, someone will come and work the thing, right? So, a really good example in how we can have a lot of control with and this could also be any other process as well. We could put a thing, how much explosives do we have? Well, we have treated planks now, so ignore that, but how much explosives do we have? Okay, we already have 50, I'm fine with that. You could also say if we're out of bad water, dude, I mean, there's a lot that can be done about dumb stuff. So just to keep it real simple for this stream, yeah, it can give a really good idea on how things work. Maybe so much on the HTTP sensors. Oh, I'm gonna get overwhelmed. Aw. Yeah. So those are maybe the two real basic examples of how we're reading contents of things. And of course, make sure folks take a gander at how this all works. Power meter, power network parameters could be really, really cool. You could have engines hooked up or something that's consuming a resource. And once you hit above, let's just say 60% power, I don't know how this one actually works, but that's kind of how I'm thinking of it. Sure, who cares? Demand surplus battery charge. You could say battery charge if we're less than 60 or whatever. Measurement. Oh, you have to specify the battery? Surplus, supply, demand. I guess I'm not sure how that works. Oh, maybe it has to be... Maybe I have to... Hold on. Maybe I gotta plug it into a power grid, and the grid is what it cares about. Maybe that's the deal. That very much could be the deal. Ah, yep. Battery. Okay. So it's reading 100%. So you could say if you dip below, let's just say 20% or whatever, turn on engines or something that consumes power. We're the folk tales, so we don't have anything like that. Yeah, I didn't realize the power connection. Yeah, good call. Didn't see the thing. Well, everything else is wireless, so I just assumed a thing. Yeah, there's a guy right there. I just downloaded the mod that puts sluices back. Yeah. Yeah, we were joking about that when we saw the automation yesterday. I'm like, I bet you $1 billion trillion the first thing that you're gonna see is somebody puts the frickin' sluices back. But I don't care. I mean, play a game the way you want to play, right? Like I don't give a rip. But yeah, still funny. I thought it was gonna happen. Thought it was gonna happen. No, I don't think so. I thought there was something like real important, but my brain is just a carnival ride on some sort of non-legal drug or something. I don't know. Y'all can laugh at me tonight. Why is that, Kender? Why'd we laugh at you? They're all gonna laugh at you. Nah, we're good. Are we on Explodey Boys? Still low on explode. Oh, right, because we don't have... Yeah. I could just pause things. So, like, same thing here. Can you read this? Oh, so it's on if bad water is less than 200. Oh, never mind. Nope. Oh, that zooms. That's neat. None, thanks. I need the opposite of that. I get to try to figure out all this new stuff. Haven't touched it yet. You should... I mean, you're a very intelligent person, Kender Frog. This is child's play for you, for sure. The only reason I'm being, like, over-semantic maybe for new viewers or folks that just never touched on automation before and just, like, an if-then statement is terrifying or something. Just basic logic. So, no, you're great. Yeah, you're smart AF. Here says 100% ready to download that, although I got used to automation now. Yeah. I could see that mod genuinely being really, really important if you just want to finish a map. If you want to just finish a map. No, I'll tell you what's terrifying is working with someone who was a manager, not my manager, but a manager at the time, and I wasn't a manager at 2 jobs ago. And they put the same code in the if and the else of an if-then statement. An if-then else. They put in the if and the else, and I swear to all that is unholy, because they said this code has to trigger no matter what happens. And I said, put it outside the if-then, and it will trigger all the time. And they said straight-faced, I need to make sure it happens, though. And I'm like, oh my god. What? I can't. That's not how... Okay. You're not my boss. I don't give a shit. I'm nowhere near on your payroll. I don't care. Fine. And they're like, right? I'm like, I'm not dying on this hill. I'm like, you're technically correct. The code will now trigger no matter what. Yes. That's a true statement. Fine. And I'm just taking notes. I'm like, dude, the second you are out of here, I'm going to get all the high fives by axing all this freaking code. I can cut this code down by 1/3, and I'm not even a good coder. I'm a crap coder. I can work my way through a bunch of ifs, sure, no problem, but it's just like base logic I'm good at, I think. It just... because it has to run no matter what. Yeah. About that. Oh, great day. Did used to have a boss that needed PDFs printed. Why? God, there's a button for it. They made it so easy. Fun fact, quite a few compiled languages, compilers are smart enough to completely remove it if the if-else just... Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. I almost wept with frustration. That's... But again, choose which hill you want to die on, right? And I realized that's not the hill I want to die on, so... Big ol' farts. If off the on, if on then on, yeah. Beyond frustrating. Beyond, yep. 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 Okay, that's all I had. That was my yep zone. We're still waiting on dynamite. I want to get this all not crap. He was one of those managers that knew the acronyms because his kid also said the acronym in passing, but had no idea what the acronyms meant. Like I'll put a billion trillion made up Johnny Funbucks on the table right now and say they couldn't spell the word IT. Okay? You understand the kind of person I'm talking about right now? They couldn't spell the acronym IT. Terrible. I think that was the year I became an alcoholic. And not like a good one like Don Draper of Mad Men or something. And that's not even good. There's no such thing as good alcoholism anyway. But it's just, sweet God, why? ID10T, yeah, absolute idiot. Pepcac. Problem exists between keyboard and chair. Yeah. Yep. The whole business. It was... The pants were so dumb, yeah. I just can't. IT. Yeah. Open eyeball, insert caffeine right into cavity. Oh, God. Yeah. I think they're now like a very high level manager in Milwaukee or something now. Something. There's some other level of high manager, and I'm like, good, that's over there. I should probably short their stock. That was my thought. I should probably... Where's he working now? Was it? Okay, I'm gonna go short their stock, because nothing good's gonna come out of anything going on over there. Alright, totally got burned out fighting someone over where the code error handling needs to be done. Now I just play beaver games. Yep. I get it. Mine's apparently dead now. Holy crap. Operator head space timing error. Yeah. We had a bunch of boards we made our games with because we got them at some discount. The board had 2 sets of dip switches. Because of the suspicion, we didn't actually use them for anything, but there was an old function for checking the switches. It was just an empty function. Neat. It's one of those things, like, I've come across code that it works, it stopped working, troubleshoot it. And I'm like, okay, I can troubleshoot code. Where's the documentation? Oh, you don't have any. Good. Where's the service operating documentation? The service, the standard SOP, the standard operating procedure documentation. You don't have that either. Who has run this program before? Someone from accounting. Oh my god. Who programmed this thing? Oh, he's in Hawaii now. Okay, so when will he be back? Nope. He's in Hawaii now. Oh, permanently. Oh, okay. It's not terrible. It's just like when something snapped and it's in production, why no one documented stuff? Yeah, here's the database. Have at 'em. Exactly. It's like, you want me to take it to dinner and a movie? I don't know what you want me to do. It's a database. You're not supposed to be messing with those regularly. In the words of Ron Popeil, it's a very set it and forget it kind of a thing. You build the database, you set up the tables, you define the table, move on. You're not in there every day. I don't know what you want me to do if it breaks. Just find a random record and delete it. There you go. Got that pesky one out of the way. Oh, what'd you do? F if I know, man. These conversations are really funny, but, like, I still do need a job, and I don't want to go back to an environment like that, but I'll go back to an environment like that. Like, I'm not so proud, but, oh, God. I'm really thankful, like, harder drugs aren't just readily available, or I might have tried some out of spite. Okay. Back to this. The water's about to cascade down, just in case anyone didn't know how automation works. If you're new, so this guy is set to, if there's more than 0.3 meters of water, this is going to fill up real sweet. There we go. Now, all the pumps just turned on. It broke the threshold. The measurement is higher than 0.3. Done deal. Now, the only thing we really have to be careful of when we're doing automation is the flux of workers. What we need to make sure is we have enough workers for this to do a thing. Because the workers aren't going to come out of nowhere. We need to make sure we have enough workers available. We're -6. We can be -4 because of the observatory. I keep wanting to call it an astrolab. It's not an astrolab. So let's find some workers we can peel off a little bit. I can peel off these 2. That's fine. Cool. -4 is fine. Some sort of parallel backup sense, but in the queue sense. Yeah, yep. Using a DB as a message cache makes perfect sense. Add a couple of unique keys in there, add a couple of blobs so folks can put in files or like whatever, just copy paste, like whatever you have to do, and then make sure you archive it in a proper spot. But yeah, I've seen that before. When I was teaching, I told the IT guy that I will only call you for 2 reasons. I did something really bad or something really stupid. I only called him once. I forgot to plug in the printer. Nice. I love that. All right, so we're back to this one. This one uses an AND operand. Very, very straightforward. Is there enough water in the thing? Are we low on bad water? Turn on. So this shuts off because it's reading this relay if there's no more water to pump or we've reached 200. So I'm gonna let this run. As this fills up, this guy should kick on. And there he is. And now this kicks on, and now someone goes to work. right? So again, this runs until one of these two things aren't true because we're using an and. So either we have another drought, which would stop this, or we have 200 bad water. I'm going to set this to 275. Thanks. I don't need the thing full, but just get it to a point. Same company did not implement the protocol that let us batch a list of information in a single message. The protocol included an acknowledgement response. Day 34, drought. Nice! I only have speak programmer. Parents, father-in-law, husband are all programmers. So I can read code, I can work my way through code. What I can't do is program. I don't have all the stuff memorized and all the clauses. Like, I can write pseudocode fine. Go to this table. Oh, there's a record in there? Cool, that means there's an order pending. Go check this customer's information that was inserted in this table. Reference it back. Do a credit check based on what they ordered. Did they pass credit check? Fantastic. Go put in a bill of materials to make the thing. Go make the thing. Follow through the process. Update the credit check, because it's also where we're storing the order status. And blah, 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 blah. Like, I could do all that. That's fine. But it's just like when it comes down to like functions and user interfaces and stuff, it's like, ugh, brain break, bad have. No, thanks. Okay, I need more pops. Like, I think I'm a good logic guy. I can do logic, but I can't do much else. I need more housing. Red Wizard needs food badly. We'll redo all this crap later. Are we going down here for anything? We're not. The entrance is blocked. Oh, the entrance is blocked. Cool. Please, 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 please. We have so much food and so much water. This is a little dumb that we don't crank on this a bit more. Oh, Nico, my boy. He knows that dinner is soon, and he hangry about it. I've done 7 years of online networking development for games. I never want to sync a clock again. Yes, oh my god. I got into game development for a little bit. I didn't get very far or whatever. Like, again, I don't know how to write code when it comes to anything UI or whatever. Like, if it's like a functional business function that has to just go do a thing, cool. Read some tables, run a report. Result of report. Update the tables. Done. Like, whatever. Fine. But anything else just bogs my... And thank goodness, like, when I was talking about networking with a friend, it's like, yeah, we'll just have Steam handle the networking. And I'm like, there's got to be more to it than that. Okay, now these two are off because I told them to. Even though this is on, I take over automation. That's why this is off right now. So we're going to pop them back on. We got some kabang bang going on? Which we got going on here? There we go. Oh my gosh. So slow. Just so slow. This can go away. Sure. I didn't know if you could reach it from the top. Nico. Nico. Oh, wait. You can't deconstruct that from high up. Yep, that's fine. Okay, what's on the docket? Candace, I need to join for the programming chat. Welcome! Are you the famous Zach I keep hearing about? The legend. Okay, drought approaching. So all that crap I already said is totally true. Boom. Done. Like, if you want to talk just dumb stories about programming crap, I can. I could revisit that story I already told about the if-else, if you want. Whatever. I don't mind. I do have a really dumb story to tell. Another dumb story. So 3 big jobs ago, I worked for a major vehicle company. I'm going to call this thing a vehicle very liberally. And what we did was we worked on an AS400. An AS400 is what did all the code, mainframe. it had in it a plug-in to our ERP system. So the ERP system was like the front end UI development, but like any long batching stuff you sent to the AS400 to do the actual work. How that stuff worked exactly, I'm not entirely sure. But what we also found out that is IBM, the one that had the ERP license and the ERP software, also had a branch off. You could install it on a Windows NT box just for extra processing power. It was like a stopgap kind of a thing. So the way in which it worked is the developers had their own development PCs and an NT box in a server room, and that was theirs to just abuse. Oh, if I knew someone was hiring, I would also. I would love it. So I was writing some code. For manufacturing, and it was really simple. I did a bunch of work on a bill of lading, bill of materials to just start an assembly process. And I was doing a bunch of work on it. At the very end, I added a bunch of parts, assembled a bunch of crap together, developed the workable material, and then I deleted each material over and over and over again until the list was empty after I reconciled it. So I added this big list, did all my work, removed it all, checked, is the list empty? And all I did was real simple. I said, if items remaining is equal to 0, we're done. We've gone through all the items, no problem. So I vetted my code, we got it tested, got it proofed by an analyst, pushed to production. Everything shatters. Everything shatters completely. And I'm like, I have no idea what's wrong. I tested it, the analyst tested it, the business analyst tested it. This has gone through 3 or 4 heads. I don't know what the problem is. So sit down with the guy that runs the AS400, and we're stepping through the code, and he's like, "This code's fine." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna win the National Peace Prize for bomb ass code, but like it works, right?" He's like, "Yeah, this is functional code." I'm like, "Hallelujah!" So what happened was, we ran through a job that failed, and I ran it on my my NT box with all the plugins for the ERP system. And it went through, and I'm step into business function, step. 0 was the end result. I'm like, that means it built the list, it created the order, it deleted all the things, it reconciled everything, it double checked, is this in the order, and then 0, done, happy, no problem. Ran it on the AS400, and it did the same thing. Good. Result, -0. And I'm like, this is going to be dumb. Is -0 the same as 0? And the guy who ran mainframe it should be. And so the next if statement is, if this is equal to 0, we're done. I'm like, crack out the freaking cognac. The NT box says it's 0. The AS400 read it as -0. And it's like failure. And then when it fails, I'm like, okay, re-add the list one more time, go through it one more time clean, clear out all the temporary everything, start over. Maybe someone added a record mid-thing, maybe something else happened, I don't know. But double check and rerun thing. Do it again, AS400. Add, reconcile, delete, -0. And the AS400 said failure. And I'm looking at the dude running the AS400. I'm like, have you ever known 0 not to equal -0? And he's like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Fix your code. I'm like, what am I gonna fix? We got 2 interpreters giving 2 different results, man. What do you want me to fix? What do you want me to fix? You want me to rub vodka on it? What do you want me to fix? He's like, just go put in your code if it's 0 or -0. I'm like, Tim, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm doing it right now. Boop, boop, boopy, boop. Submitted the code. He's like, I'm not even going to read it. You put in the thing, right? I very much put in the thing. So somewhere in major mega corporations' code is my name on it. Well, I wasn't even sure if result is less than 0 was going to work. Now it's going to throw a fit about -0. What's -0 worth? 3? Pfft, get out of here. What kind of Looney Tune stuff is this? So yeah, somewhere in there is the dumbest line of code I probably have ever written. If result is 0 or result is -0, that one little accident probably cost someone an afternoon of their life trying to figure out what went wrong, because we don't have access to the 400. We don't have access to it. We have access to our NT boxes, so I needed a manager. like a manager of the thing to run it against the mainframe, because I wouldn't have found that in a million years. Okay, come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Okay, good lad. Yeah, that's what I should have done. If Bananarama Purple Monkey Xylophone, then success. Like, what do you want me to do here? Yeah, that's exactly how that worked. But because, so in production it runs off the AS400, and that's how IBM had it implemented. We had our like I said, we had our personal NT box, which was a plugin. Like it was not. It was weird. It was like an application you installed, and it's like, now you have the binaries, you can run business functions against this, and that was it. So it was correct 99.9% of the time, except this one time. Place a line of code in college that said, if my brother was the author, delete it and use... That's great. Yeah, apparently never go full integer. Yeah, because I'm sure the number that came back anyway was 0.0000001, right? So I'm sure that's what happened. So anyway, just for example, the pumps are off, right? So there's a whole automation thing. I had another one. I was writing... What was I writing? Oh... I was writing code for a combined shipping label. And the way in which this works is, in the system we had, what happened was, this is a long and annoying process for manufacturing to do. You scan order number, you pick the order, you create a shipping label, it ships, you put it in a box, you pad it, you ship it. That's how it works. It was unfortunately like a 30-step process for those working in the warehouse. So we were like, what if you picked an entire combined shipment at the same time? So whatever, we were working on the code, and it took us a little longer than I would have liked, because the person that was doing the .NET stuff didn't know how to spell .ornet. They're a solid person. It's just I think they oversold their resume a bit, but that's fine. It's not my concern. Anyway, we're spending a lot more time as the development goes on, and I don't like how this is going. So, like, out of joke, we were trying to do some testing. And so I put in some really dumbass errors. But my favorite one I put in is, if somebody doesn't enter a shipment number and they just say, go get my shipment. They didn't give me a number. They didn't give me letters. They didn't give me a name. They didn't put Steven in it or anything. I had a little pop-up that says, whoopsie daisy, you forgot to put in a combined shipment number. I need you to take both of your hands, put them on the keyboard, and use an assortment of numbers that makes up your combined shipment number. Thanks and have a great day. I also had it email one of the testers, because they were just getting really angry about whatever they were angry about. I don't even remember. So fast forward about a week, I lost vision on it because it went to the .NET guy. It went to production, and I did not know it went to production. Our change control was, how do you say it? Hilarious? Hilarious, as in it didn't exist. So I'm talking, I saw it went to production. I'm like, hey, I didn't remove any of that code. No worries, Central Keeper. Thanks. Have a good rest of your night. I said I didn't remove any of the error code. Like, there's a lot of error checking in there that wastes a lot of time, because there's extra checks that are made, and it's like, it's not needed for production. They're like, well, as long as the oopsie daisy code didn't make it. I'm like, the oopsie daisy is like the first thing I put in. And they're like, oh, well, that's gonna be funny. And they're like, did you change who you sent it to? I'm like, I did. I sent it to your entire team. I don't know if it's still in production to this day, but it was that way for years. I still got texts from my old job that it was like, hey, I have something to share with you, John. I'm like, what's that? And they're like, oopsie daisy. I'm like, oh, son of a gun. You guys still haven't removed that code. Oh, lordy Lou. Dumb crap. Sorry, I have a lot of really crappy stories. They're mostly based on just really bad business people trying to do IT that don't know anything about IT. And I've also delayed the ads like 6 times. Twice is like 6, right? I also keep forgetting I'm playing a frickin' game right now. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I am parched. You can't have this water. Printers are the devil. Fight me on that. The hardest thing ever is to have the warehousing manager say, hey, our printers are starting to be bad. And I'm like, cool. Do you have a SLA or a maintenance insurance thing or something? Who do you work with? Like, we usually work with you guys. I'm like, no, we just write the code for the labels and stuff. Like, we're not your printer support. It's also, it was a megacorp that ran like a mom pop shop. So the manager's like, oh, I'm tired of these printers. I'm going to go and buy some printers. So dude just went to Best Buy or something, came back with 8 of the same printer, gave us 3 of them, took 5 to the warehouse to get them plugged in. And he's like, I need to make sure all these labels work with this printer exactly. I'm like, dude, I didn't know this printer existed 8 minutes ago. All right. There's a lot of tweaking and a lot of troubleshooting that goes into that. That's not plug and play a printer and it's just done sauce. No. Where was I? Oh yeah. No. That's not how this works. Oh man. All right. I laughed so hard that at -0 I have a headache. I have genuinely a headache now. That was still funny though. Oh boy. Okay. Are we still here? I think we're still here. Let's see. Good. Okay. Yes, I'm also looking for a job, and though I've said these stories and regale you with tales of humor and wonderment, I also don't want a job. I do want a job. Just, where's the shelf? Oh, there's the shelf. That can get popped, thanks. We have an ad break in about 30 seconds, folks. I've used all my snoozes. I already used a snooze yesterday and my 2 today, and I don't think I'll get another one for about 3 weeks. But, really good opportunity. Please get up, stretch, move around. The human body is a dynamic machine and needs regular fluid. Regular fluids? That was weird to say out loud. Get some water and you move around. The dynamic, living, breathing son of a thing. That's it, son of a thing. Alright, that got removed. Awesome. The great thing about automation is I haven't messed with the pumps up there, and I've just been absolutely not paying attention whatsoever. Oof. $11 workers? Holy butts. Oh, yeah, the pumps are off. We're in a drought? Yeah, the pumps are off, of course. Of course. Drills. I wonder how we get to drills. We got all the pine tar we're going to be able to get for a long time, which is unfortunate. What else? Hi. Welcome back, friend. Thanks. Oh, you could probably get this one too. Yeah, I've been actually having so much fun chatting and stuff. I've completely lost any base of what I'm doing in this game. Which is a sign of a good time, right? Maybe? Oh, yeah, how are you gonna get across? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's still a problem, isn't it? That's fine. Ba-da-ba-doom. Ba-ba-ba-doom. There you go. We're great on... Oh, we have so much lumber. Holy crap. Aw, thanks. It's also equally possible I've been ignoring anything anyone's been saying. Like, I gotta keep checking the chat because I'm like, have I been over-talking people? Oh, no. I don't want to be over-talking people. Oh, my voice is shot. I'm gonna have to get some grape salad and take care of that later. Grape salad in the form of a bottle of wine. Fantastic. Yeah, let's just get this all done. Did you not place? Oh, you did. Oh, no. Go away. Oh, that actually works out real nice. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I know I'm taking a way too long of time to get all this set up, but I'm having a delightful time. Now, blow all this out? I don't think I need to. Just get some of this stuff worked would be nice. Is this a thing? That's a dumb statement. Yeah, it's a thing. Is it a thing I have to care about? Maybe not. I don't think so. How much water do we have? 21 days. How much food do we have? 63. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good on food and foodstuffs. Pretty good on food and foodstuffs. I don't care if that's dry. 1.9. Okay. What is next on the docket? Oh, we have a ton of science. Holy crap. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ooh, I want this thing. You go right there. Don't care, don't care. I'm kind of amazed the stream gauge is still here. Kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that's still there. Let's do that. Rooftop terrace. Little RTT action, rooftop terrace. There we go, get that done. I know, Nico, it's not dinner time. He's losing his proboscis, which we've already found out last stream is not what I think it is, but it's still funny to say out loud. Proboscis? Say it with me. Proboscis. Proboscis. It sounds really snooty, doesn't it? Oh, I see that you've brought your proboscis with you. What? Oh, my butt? Oh, wait, that's not what that means. Let's save some workers. We are very full on everything. Yep. How are we doing on this? Right. Oh, can you replant dead trees not marked for cutting? Thank you. Awesome. That all looks good. That all looks good. We got food for days in a million ways. Yes, I want to get to earth forming. Terra firma. I don't have that many planks. We have 70. We could get started on that. Yeah. Get started on that. Get started on this. Valve, impermeable floor contamination barrier. I don't have extract. Honestly, there's so many gaps in this map anyway. I don't think the extract is going to be my chief concern. Somebody already cheesed. Somebody already Swiss cheesificated the map. I don't need any of that. This would be dope. That's a lot of planks, though. Gosh, a lot of planks, though. What else am I missing? Is there anything else, like, really? We're not anywhere near bots. We're not going to worry about that. We've added some happy. We had some stuff over there. We added a bulletin board that no one can reach. Read is a different thing entirely. I don't think anyone can, you know, how are you going to put up flyers? 18. Ooh, 17 is what I was aiming for, right? 15, 12, 17 is what I was aiming for, yeah. So 20, 22, 17 is perfect. Okay, so we can keep it above 17. I'll be a happy pappy. Look at you all sitting around the fire? Where's the fire? Wait. Does the fire only happen at night? That's dumb. Fire all the time. Oh, wait. Fire all the time comes out of this. The Agora. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yes. So, earth working. How does the earth working work? Now, I need to get power on the other side of Narnia. So one of the things I was thinking of is if we just want like a temporary stopgap, how much power do we need to run this puppy? 200. Ah, everything's 200 to you. No. Maybe we do something like this? I don't know if that strikes me as dumb or really dumb. If we knock this out and move this over, we can't just drill straight to... No, we can't. Okay. So, again, run the power over here. Nope, I can't do straight down over there either. That's not gonna work. I kind of want to put it here, but I don't want to run power all the way to the other side of the thing. Bum, 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 bum. I don't want to move all this metal either. One of those. How much of this has to be on surface? I'm gonna guess it's this, right? That makes sense because of the drill part of the drill? No. Is it maybe because this is here? I guess I don't know verbatim whether or not the device has to be on flat surface when it starts, or if just the entrance has to be on a flat surface. I can't fill this in. I don't have dirt, right? That there lies the problem. Oh my gosh. Nico, I think it's dinner time soon. I can't articulate for nothing. I mean, while you're at... No. How about don't do nothing? How about I stop touching things for a second? Can't stop touching things for a second. That's what gets me in trouble. In an automation game, this is what gets me, is I just keep messing with stuff. I just built steel. Cool. We need to mess with it. Why? Okay. So, no, because that's conflicting part of the drill. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I don't know how that works. Huh, okay, it has to be raised. Interesting. Okay, I thought it went the other way around. Awesome. Dude, rockin'. Okay. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Like I outsmarted or something. Like a kid that got away with stealing some extra sweets or something. Okay. Oh, alright. I mean... Does this work? If this works, hot jams. Oh, that's not gonna work either. Dang it. Ah. Butts. Okay. Okay. Can I has? Ah, can has. What if... Hold on. What if we do... this instead? Can I have the big Chungus storage now? I can. Oh my god. Okay, and even better. Save a little bit of wood. I mean, this is not plus, but that's fine. You. Dirt. Congratulations. That's all you'll ever hold forever and ever for the rest of the game. Oh, hi. Thought I forgot about you. I did. Oh, this is dry because I think I opened up a ton of space. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? 13 days of drinking water. 13 days of drinking water. Do we leave the drinking water stuff up here because the residential grid is going to be up here? That's smart. That's real smart. Thank you. Oh, that one piece was driving me bananas. Yes. Yeah, fill the whole thing. Is it... What's this thing's problem? I don't... I don't think I care. Oh, I know why. No support. So, how do I want to do this? The area below this is already pretty alright for trees. Pretty alright for trees. How do I want to do this? This is already 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I guess I put a pillar here. 1, 2, 3. Start breaking it up like we did last time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is where the pillar gotta go. And then we good? Oh my god. Awesome. Oh, so good. Oh, just a little bit. A little bit gets you a long way, right? Just a little bit of material. Oh, that's so good. Okay, housing. In the corner now. Boom, boom. Get it all tidied up and everything. Wait till the others build. Oh yeah, I'm not touching anything right now. Yeah, I'm touching nothing. I'm not even gonna fart around there. I'm afraid of the structural integrity of every ding-dang thing. Not touching it. I could use more lumber, believe it or not. And we have a ton of other crap to build too. This isn't gonna last entire seconds anyway. Yeah, it's not. That was nowhere near enough electrical power. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Danka. 1, 2. Nope. 2, 3. I don't think I need more than 2. But now that I've built this like an absolute butt, now I don't know how to get up. Power. Okay. Ooh, you know what would work really, really well for this exact situation? A power automator. Hi. Supply. Supply, power output. You need how much? 200. Okay. If the... Not surplus. If the supply is greater than... or equal to? We got that? Yeah. Boom! That's the sauce. Look at that shiz. It's like I know what I'm doing and I don't. Done. Easy. The drill will only run when it can be powered. Right? An evil doer, and I'm an evil doer to the core, but no one gets hurt. The only thing I'll ever hurt is big business. Yeah, that's my laugh. Eat it, He-Man. Okay. You can unpause things. There's some pine resin to be had. 6 to be exact. Dies in 3.9 days? No! Do I have dynamite? And oh yeah, I do. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do it. No, I want to get some work done here. Get this out of here. Post haste. Toast haste. Now that is... Come on. Yes? Good? That looks... I'm gonna pop a hole in this thing, and it's just gonna flood into everywhere, and I'm gonna be just so sad. Ooh, hold on. Nope. Not there, friend. Right there. Get it! You gotta get it! Awesome. Yeah. Quick like a bunny. Yep. Go. Go. You can't work on anything else anyway. We don't have the planks, we don't have the dirt. Somebody? Okay. Thank you. Oh my word. I need that there pine tar. Ooh. Hold on. Don't cut stuff. There's no point in you cutting things and replanting them or whatever if I just got to do this all over again. Come on. Some water up in there. Please tell me this transfers. Please. Dear Floor, please transfer moisture. Your bestest pal ever, JMegs. PPS. What happened to PS? World will never know. I've stolen it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Good? Uh-oh. No, why isn't it transferring? Oh, bro. No, seriously. Oh, it has to be... Does it have to be right here? Maybe it has to be right... Oh, God. I don't think that will work. That's unfortunate. Oh, no. Okay. I know why it's not transferring. There's no connecting block. That's the problem. Okay. Alright. Okay. I mean, I'm guessing that's the issue. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not, but it's not. So we're working on the knowledge that we have that it's not working, and that's... Hold on. Nope, that's gonna fall right through. That doesn't help either. Well, I do have another alternative. That doesn't do me any favors, thanks. This should connect. This should be fine. Hopefully we can get it built in the next 8 hours. Oh, actually, we've got a couple days. We got 2.1 days. We got some days. This is going to eat the crap out of the water, but if this will work, that'd be great. And this is all connected? Huh. Yeah, kind of? Sort of? Okay, okay. The water has to flow. Much like the spice, the water must flow. Yeah, I'll wait. Actually, the funny thing is these will now read full, right? Yeah, it dies in 12. The logic of drought is a plant has to think about water. And the second it thinks about water for a moment, it's golden. So I can shut this off right now. Yep. It has thought about water. It is now drought-proof for another 13 days. That's all you gotta do. If it's something this long, you don't gotta keep it wet the whole time. Granted, while it's wet, it is growing. It's doing the growth cycle, but I don't care about the growth cycle. Awesome. Ooh, man. So happy. Oh! So happy. That's great. Okay. Yep. So now, 13.8 days? Wait. How did it get higher than the maximum? 13.1, 13.4, 13... Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight any of that. That's fine. So, for the rest of today's stream, I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, Nico is, Pine understands the power of -0. Okay. I can't give out prizes officially, but you've won the prize of the stream. Oh, boy. Some buffer overflowed of some nature or something dark side. Yeah, something something is unhappy, and I don't know what it was, and I don't know how it worked, but something happened, and now we're here. How's it going? Yeah, that's the conversation piece. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, something dark side. Yeah, it's how you make great Star Wars dialogue. Something dark side. Something the Force. Something. Yeah, just. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry. Brains. For the rest of today's stream, probably go for about another either 20 minutes or 45 minutes. I'm thinking more on the 20-minute side. I've got a cat that is losing his brisket over here, and I want to respect his energy and his needs. That's going to be about dinner time for him anyway. Mooney Pop, hello friend. You could be my something if you like. I ain't got no something. I'm looking for a something. I don't know what that something is. It's probably a sandwich. Do you have my sandwich? I'd be mightily in your debt if you'd had me a sandwich. I'm just gonna turn into Wimpy from Popeye. Can I have... Oh, is it? Can I... A dime today to pay you back on Tuesday? No, I don't remember how it went. A burger today... Oh crap, how did that go? Well, still welcome. I don't like to reach into the guest list or whatever and like call people out. Like, dude, this isn't 3rd grade social studies. But yeah, if people say hi, I'm like a puppy. You'd be like, hi, 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 hi. Hello. Yeah, so gladly pay you tomorrow, Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. I think it's Tuesday. A burger today is worth 2 in the bush. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. That's it. BAF67, welcome. That's it. Gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Frickin' Wimpy. Man, when I started the game out, I was like, Wimpy's a frickin' loser, man. Wimpy's a loser. And then, like, as I've been growing up, I'm like, you know what? I get it. Dude, man, work sucked. Can I just a little bit of boyga today? If you got some boyga for me, that'd be wonderful. Boyga today? Yeah. Just poof. It's a thing. So I get it. No, I've understood Wimpy's plight a little bit more. This is cute. I like how everything has like a hula hoop going on, right? That's got a hula hoop. This thing has got a hula hoop. I'm sure there's some industrial process this emulates. Like, these make sense, right? These are gears, they're transferring the power to whatever process before. But this is just a hula hoop. There ain't no teeth on that swing. What's going on here? That is for fun. That's not for labor. That's what that is. Alright. Been playing Timberborn along with you. Yay! You probably got 2 screens up. One is you playing, the other one is me, and you are taking many notes on what not to do. I get it. Trust me, if I had another monitor, I would also be playing Timberborn next to me playing Timberborn and be like, ooh, okay, that was a mistake. Let's not do that. Speaking of which, I forgot to make my saves for the screen shaver project here. Another drought? Come on, man. What's deluxe, dog? How much, 10 days is too long. Well, the benefit is, the good news is we've got some method in place to keep the treated planks a-coming. How much power we got now? 216. Okay, let's say 200's maybe a bit stringent. Let's say 150. Exactly, I'm taking notes on what to do. You figure out things quick. Well, I appreciate that. But you could say the same thing about someone who stubs their toe. You think they are a martial jiu-jitsu champion, but it's not because of overwhelming levels of skill. It's because they've smashed their toes against the side piece so often. They've learned laser reflexes because they've smashed their toes on the side piece. Oh my god, I need a beer. I don't need one. Just sounds really good right about. And a burger. A boiga. Right? Out of failure comes success. That's definitely what I'm going to put on my epitaph and see if anyone figures it out. My epitaph is absolutely going to be, let me try something out real quick. That's what's going to 100% be on my epitaph. Over time, become an expert. Yay! I know I'm a little hard on myself, but I think you've got to be your own critic. You know, I don't mind. I like it. I think it's good for some chuckles. So I'm not, like, after this, I'm not going to turn around, flop into my bed, and cry. No one likes me. It's just, you gotta poke fun at yourself sometimes. 2, 4, 6. Oh, another one, another dead one. Oof. I got this. Yeah, I got this. Hold my beer real quick, or hold my beer. Hey, come over here. Yeah, hold my beer. I'm gonna prove this guy wrong. I'm gonna prove this guy wrong. Yeah, there's a bunch of real great one-liners. Just like, I'm gonna assume this storyline ended a little more abruptly than they would have hoped it would have. Okay, I think we have enough pine resin to finish this. I would like to see this thing in action. Now, this is going to cause a lot of ouchy bad times. So we're going to free up a bunch of workers. We're going to have a lot of injured beavers. Boom, 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 boom. That all shuts off. How much explosive we have? 33. We've got a lot to go for. So I freed up about 7 workers and the 4 we have in the research facility. We've got about 11 for freezies. When they get injured, we're going to put the medical beds right here. I don't know when they determine they're injured. This might sound really janky as a statement, but I don't know when the game is like, you've been injured, leave the shop, or they go home, go to bed, wake up the next day, oh, we're injured. I don't know if it works a specific way or not. We are going to find out. Award-winning medical care. And I don't have to do anything for a drought. I'm going to stop that, though. I think... Nah, keep drinking. Ooh, that was fast. Okay, so it stopped because this stopped. Oh my god. Have you ever played a game? And you play a game for a while, and they come up with, like, a new thing, the devs. They're like, we've been working on this thing, we weren't sure if you'd like it, but here's this thing we've been working on. And you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. And then you play it a little bit more, and you're like, oh my god, I can't imagine this game without this functionality anymore. I can't imagine this anymore. This is crazy good. That's how this feels like. We'll do it to 125. That's what this automation bit feels like. This automation bit feels like, how in the world did we play Timberborn before this? Like, it's good. It's good. Like, I'm not insulting anyone. No one's getting a bad taste of this out in their mouth, I hope. But, like, this is, like, one of those things that it's like, dude, I was a chump before. What? How are we playing this as a people? How was this even a thing? I can't believe this existed beforehand. It's like, yeah, man, damn. Okay, so they get injured at any time. So then they go in, someone else is on the way. Okay, that's how that works. Yeah, it's this. What was another thing? Captive Industry, when they added trains. We don't talk about Captive Industry anymore, but Captive Industry, when they added trains, I was like, I don't know if they are going to implement trains on the scale that it needs to be implemented. I don't know if, like, a ton of playtesting is required. I don't know if it's going to be, like... I don't know if it's going to be good. And I was optimistic. We gave it a try. We recorded, like, the day it came out or whatever. Like, we were on that. And we played it. And I was like, you know what? I cannot imagine Captive Industry without trains anymore. I can't do it. I think I'm a fairly creative person. I can't do it. It's too good now. Yeah. Yeah, damn literally, for real, for real. Like, this one little thing is making sure I don't have 4 workers sitting on their hams in here doing nothing. Frickin' insane pants. Yep. Yeah. I won't be playing the new update for COI, unfortunately. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of it. Yeah. I like the crap out of that game. I really enjoy it. Ooh, dirt. Hey, how we doing on this? Yes. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Oh my god, weeping tears of joy over here. Now, I gave you an absolute jackass of an order for this to work, so I don't know how this is gonna fly. Let's try this differently, shall we? It's yeah. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this a little differently. Let's build the landscape out first. Okay, that works. And then perfect. 1, 2, 3. And then it builds out everything else. Perfect. So, oop, sorry. Yep. Ow, ow. No more powwow. Mikey, very well. Just having a, relaxing time of it. Finally getting some of these landfill pieces placed. Starting to look pretty good. Yeah, get in there. Yes! So good. There was another game I played recently that I played it when it came out, and then I played it again, and then I didn't touch it. And then they came out with a new thing. Same thing. It was, we added, I'll make up a thing, strawberry shortcake. And then I played it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to think about adding strawberry shortcake to my game here, but we'll see. I'm optimistic. Let's give it a swing. I tried it. I'm like, I cannot imagine this game without strawberry shortcake. I don't know what. I don't know what we were doing before now as a people, but we were wasting our damn time. Sure. Well, anyway, that's kind of how automation's starting to feel to me right now. It makes small maps much more feasible, I think. You should get married? I mean, sure. Neat non sequitur, I guess, yeah. Yeah, let's start building this out. As long as that gets built, I'm just going to be so dang happy. We got level 1 dynamite, more than enough. We don't need all the fancy. And we've got enough room to knock this out, add this out. We'll take this pillar here, because you can go 3 in each direction. That's what we got this for. We'll push this out. We'll lay it up. Yeah, good stuff. There's a bakery in my hometown that makes what they call strawberry wedding cake, and it is somebody managed to combine strawberry shortcake and a pudding. Make it into a cake for it. My gosh. I want to see the calorie count. I don't want to see the calorie count. I mean, that does sound good, though. Okay, so we're not going to move anyone. I just want to get the framework set up. We currently have 5 houses. I would like to get to about 8. Our building style is going to be pretty much the same as we usually do. It's going to be 4 and 4. And then on the right side coming into this, it's going to be water storage and food right out the jump. So whenever someone comes home from work, water, food, bed, entertainment. Paramount of a happy beaver civilization. We could go a little higher this time if we want. I don't know if I want to, though. That's it. Yep. That's usually how I do it. So right at the top of this, so we'll build this, copy paste this over. At that corner, we'll do a zip line out, and the zip line can connect 2 things. So, I don't know, one over here to industry, one over here to whatever. And then we'll put monuments and other bullcrap in there. It'll be swell. So, for now, I'm going to pause that. Give me the entire cake. I'm going to swallow it like a snake. Yeah, just dislocate your neck. Yeah, like Pac-Man. And your cake is gone. And your cake is gone. Any? Hey, man? You got something in your who's-a-what's-its? You gotta cough out that hairball, my guy. Got you a hairball going on. Okay. Nico is making it very, very clear it is time for food. I know, my guy. I would like to start migrating people over. It's not going to be the most beautiful thing. But it'll be something. Oh, did you hear him? He's an older cat. He's got dementia or dang near. So whenever I stream and he gets meowy, I usually like, hey man, I'm here. Hey man, hey. Like just let him hear my voice and stuff. Shout a little bit. No, it's fine. I know I've said this before, but just in case anyone's new, he's on a fairly strict food regimen. So the thing of it is like I can't feed him all the time. So you hear him meowing, your first response might be like, oh man, John, feed your cat. And it's like, I super cannot. I cannot because his meds. So, okay, those are paused. Can we just get the top shelves built? I wonder if you could do this for me. If what we've experienced before is true, you should be able to build both of those on the quick fast. And just getting them built would be dope. Wheatfields Catering. Indulgent, decadent, luxury. Oh my god. This looks good, but I can eat none of these things. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't eat any of those things. It does look good though. Like it, oh my god. We have a foil ball for a distraction. That's the thing. Distractions are weird and don't last. I have two... No, I combined them. I've got one basket of cat toys. Crinklers, poplars, springs, rattles, bells, all kinds of crap. And it does not... Yeah, no like... Oh, wait, you're not even using this ladder? That was... Oh, okay. I guess that is one square up. Alright, what we should do is we should probably wind down... Yeah, he's losing his mind. We'll call this probably a session here. What do we got? Yeah, 3 hours. I'm good with that. Seven and a quarter? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Nico has made it clear. His decree shall be known. It is time for dinner. And that's fine. We're within like 10-15 minutes. It'll take me a little bit to get ready and all that anyway. This will be our screenshot for the YouTubes. We're going to call that there. Shout outs and thanks to everyone who hung out today. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and raid Hat Dat Sat. They've been bebopping in here every so often, and it is a delight to check them out. We'll go ahead and give them a raid. Same cat toy collection. One of my cat's favorite toys is my toes if I'm wearing socks. Oh, I get that. I get that very, very much. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, thank you all for hanging out again. I can't say thank you enough. Absolutely appreciate it. And hope to see you again next time. If not, still, stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay happy, all that fun stuff. So, yep, thanks again. Catch y'all next time. Time to hit Hat Dat Sat playing Diorama on Apocalypse difficulty. Here we go.